actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Kanam. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. All systems go for lunch. When supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Kanam. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. All systems go for lunch. When supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vibeto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Here's Easton Bennett out to center. Back to Vile, then Bennett. Bennett's in with the top of the circle. Bennett cruising in front onto the backhand. Vile turns it to the forehand. He scores!
This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Colby Eds handling, whistling, firing into the glove. Oh, he scored! It's 2-0. Eds tattoos at home, and the Magicians lead 2-0.
A growing tradition.
Here's a drive. He scores! And it's a hat trick for Hayden Schwartz.
With one goal in mind. This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Sears Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vibeto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Taken by ends up the near side. Waltz Easton Bennett, he's in, short-handed. Bennett's going to step in. Bennett backhand drive. He scores. Easton Bennett makes it 3-2. Young nasty man down to an E, shoots the arrow into the sky, you betcha. Point number 60 for Easton Bennett.
Now let's join Nick Holberg, the voice of Magi Hockey, for the Planet Pizza pregame show.
In the season of giving, the Minot High Magicians look to give the Bismarck High Demons their first loss of the 2017-2018 North Dakota Boys High School hockey season. Tonight they look to do that on their home ice here at the Pepsi Rink for a non-conference matchup with their longest standing foe, the Bismarck High Demons. Welcome in, Merry Christmas, and welcome in to the Planet Pizza pregame show. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location for school parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They truly are out of this world. Planet Pizza can be reached tonight at 701-852-1700. Free delivery at Planet Pizza. Try the Blue Buffalo Pizza. It's my favorite. It really is out of this world. Planet Pizza brings you the pregame show each and every night for Minot High Magicians Hockey. You heard it right. The Demons are 6-0 here in 2017-2018. 3-0 inside of West Region play. The Magi come in tonight on a record of 4-3 overall. They're 3-2 in the West Region after their most recent win at Jamestown. That game was on the 16th of December, just last Saturday. They won 7-2, backed by Odie Nelson's 26 saves. The game they played before that, guess who? It was Mike Peluso's Bismarck High Demons. That game was played at the Wachter Arena, the brand new Wachter Arena, by the way, in Bismarck. 5-3, the final score in favor of Bismarck High, who jumped down to a 5-0 lead at the start of the hockey game. They looked to cruise in the hockey game, but all of a sudden the Magi came back at the end. They potted 3 goals towards the end of the hockey game to make it a respectable contest. Tonight the Magicians look for an early start in a full 51 minutes to see if they can hand Bismarck High their first loss of the season. When you look at the state of North Dakota, the standings, and how things are shaping up, it's an interesting matchup tonight. You'll hear from both coaches in the broadcast. First, Jason Bennett in the Planet Pizza Coach's Corner, then Mike Peluso at the Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report. They both talk about the importance of a game like tonight where Minot High and Bismarck High, two of the best in the West, go toe-to-toe this evening, but it doesn't count for points. Inside of the West Region standings, you look at Bismarck Century that currently sits on an 8-0 record overall. They've got 12 points on the season. They're undefeated in the West Region. They're the team to beat. More on those guys later in the Planet Pizza pregame show. They've got some players in the top 16 in scoring. A handful of them, we'll talk about that in a moment. Bismarck High currently sits in second place in the West. They're 6-0 overall, like we mentioned, 9 points. They're tied with the Magi from Minot High, who also have 9 points, but Bismarck High has a better record, and they beat the Magicians. That's why they locked down the number 2 spot. After Minot High in third, you've got Dickinson in fourth at 3-2. They're 4-3 also overall on the year. Jamestown currently sits in 5th place in the West. Botno Rugby's 1-2 in West Region play. They're 6th. Mandan's 1-4, 2-4 overall for the Braves. They're 7th. Williston is 0-4, 2-5-1 on the season. They're currently in 8th, and Hazen-Beulah not playing any games for varsity points this year. On the other side of the state, it's Red River, Grafton Park River, and Central that are in a 3-way dogfight for the top of the list. Red River holds down that spot. They're 4-0-2 inside of East Region play, 16 points for the Rough Riders. The Park River Spoilers sit on a 15-point season. They're 5-1, 6-2 overall. Nice to see Grafton Park River back on the map. Grand Forks Central, the team to beat last year after they went 27-0 to win the state title. They're good again this year. They're 3-0-2-1 on the season, meaning that they've gone to a shootout 2 times, so 4-0-2 overall on the year. Fargo Davies currently sits in 4th in the East Region. Devils Lake currently in 5th. Fargo South Shanley's in 6th. Fargo North in 7th. West Fargo sits in the 8th spot, and West Fargo Cheyenne is 1-5. They bring up the back of the pack, number 9 in the East Region. When we come back to the Planet Pizza pregame show, we'll break down this matchup for you tonight. Minot High and Bismarck High, just a few days before the Merry Christmas time of the year. Like we mentioned, to start the show tonight, Minot High looks to give a quick present to Mike Peluso's club, and a loss here in the loss category tonight as the Magi and Demons go toe-to-toe. Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena starting to fill up for this West Region affair. Minot High, Bismarck High tonight. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knop. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. 4 systems go for lunch. Frequent supper time's a crunch. 2 T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
I love
Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Planet Pizza pregame show rolls on as Minot High and Bismarck High go toe-to-toe tonight. Last game before the Christmas break. Then the Magicians go off to the Roseau tournament to have 3 games against the Minnesota competition over their school break. 3 games in a row. And then we come back to the new year where things get real busy for the Magi and some important games coming up. Always a fun time of the year. Once you hit January, you know that the tournament and the big dance is only 2 months away, and it's time to start playing your best hockey of the season. That's what the Magi look to do here tonight and get on a roll. Start things off by picking up where they left off against a Jamestown hockey team on Saturday afternoon. Minot High cruised to a win on Saturday over in Jamestown. Special thanks to Paul McDonald for providing the broadcast for us that we carried on Pro Style Production that night. Minot High beat the Blue Jays 7-2. Bismarck High played Jamestown on the 7th of December, by the way. Austin Martin made 21 saves for the Demons. Bismarck High only won by a score of 3-2. When you look at the Demons on the year, they're undefeated at 6-0. They beat West Fargo 6-0. They beat Fargo North 5-0. They beat Detroit Lakes 2-1. They pounded Mandan 9-0. They beat Jamestown 3-2, and they beat Minot 5-3. When you look at the Magicians on the other side, they lost to Grand Forks Central 7-0 to start the year. They completely redeemed themselves 3 nights later against Mandan. They win 7-0. They go to Devil's Lake and get a big 3-1 win over there. Then they play Century at Century, and it wasn't a good night for the Magi. 33 shots against. They gave up 8 goals and lost 8-0. The following night, they redeemed themselves again and beat a pretty hungry Dickinson team 7-0. Odie Nelson makes 19 saves for his second shutout of the year. Then they go to Bismarck High. They lose 5-3 in a close one. Then they go to Jamestown and win 7-2. Moral of the story, first few games of the year for the Magi, you'll hear Jason Bennett talk about how they just kind of laid down and died in those games where they were close contests, and all of a sudden the team with the upper hand just took off and ran with it. And you see those big lopsided margins of wins for Central and Century. Minot High can't afford to have that, especially against a team like Bismarck High tonight. They showed some resilience the last time they matched up just a few nights ago down in Bismarck, where the Minot High Magicians came back from a 5-goal deficit and erased that 5-goal deficit. 5-3 the score that night down in the capital city. They look to do the same thing again here tonight. Captains meet at center ice. They get geared up for the conversation with the referees. Coaches are involved as well. After that, we're going to come back and get geared up to play some hockey tonight. Minot High, Bismarck High, in a Christmas affair here on ProStyleProduction.com and, of course, at KRRZ 1390 AM. Planet Pizza pregame show will return in just a moment. When we do, we'll talk to the Minot High co-head coach, Mr. Jason Bennett. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knop. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. All systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surge Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Back to the Planet Pizza pregame show. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location. School parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They also bring you Coach's Corner tonight for Minot High, Bismarck High. Now joined by the Minot High co-head coach, Mr. Jason Bennett. And first of all, Merry Christmas, and thanks for joining us here tonight.
Yeah, no problem. It's that time of year, isn't it?
Let's go back to the last game for the Magi, a matchup with Jamestown. Kind of an early Christmas present for you guys, a West Region win, and had the opportunity to listen to the game on the Jamestown feed. It sounded like you guys took it to them in the broadcast. Talk about that game a little bit. 7-2 the final score. Was the score depictive of how that game really went?
I think so. I think we had quality chances that we didn't bury where we could have scored early. We were very opportunistic in the first period. I think we scored 3 goals in the first period and we're up 3-zip. We didn't have the shot quantity that we're looking for. We knew Bismarck High threw a lot of shots up against them, and so did Century. But I guess we've never been a team that's really worried about number of shots, more quality chances. So we played pretty well. We deserved the win that night. We got to their goalie early, and we've had some success against them the last couple of years. So.
Sounded like Odie Nelson played pretty well that night. How important was it for Odie to have a bounce-back night after maybe a night against Bismarck High a week or so ago that didn't maybe go his way?
Yeah, it was good. You threw him back out there, and that's how it goes. High school hockey's a short season, so you have to have a short memory. And neither one of our goalies played, exceptionally well, or even average, I would say, against Bismarck High down there. And I think that really is one of the reasons, we probably lost the hockey game. We got in a hole, and we battled back, but there wasn't enough time in the game left for us to get it evened up. So good. It was good. Odie played well, and hopefully he's going to start for us tonight, and hopefully he plays well tonight, and it's we got some good rhythm going into the Christmas break.
You talk about that hockey game in Bismarck at the Wachter Arena, new ice rink down there for them, and same matchup, the old school one, Minot High, Bismarck High, and it just seemed like on that night, Minot High, the second half of that hockey game, we took it to them, and in my mind, like you said, kind of ran out of time. How important on a night like tonight is just an early start for you guys in a full 51 if you want a chance to, go one-on-one against the Demons?
Yeah, and it's a game which there's no points on the line. It's an exhibition. We used to do this in the past quite a bit, play this third game against Bismarck High. We haven't recently, just for the fact that, we've had the good East Region schedule. We've got the Roseau Holiday Tournament. We do need to get off to a good start. I don't know what our record is, but I don't know if we've won a game or we've got down, given up the first goal of the game yet this year. So it was good for us to see. It was good for the coaching staff to see the kids battle back against Bismarck High. At 5-0, it could have easily been 7 or 8-0. We packed it up against Century. We kind of did that against Grand Forks Central. This is the first time these kids actually showed a lot of character, and they made it a heck of a hockey. And we held Bismarck to 21 shots, and I was kind of looking through the stats for years back, and that's I think the second fewest amount of shots we've held them to in like the last 29 meetings. So, the game was there for us to win. We think we're pretty evenly matched with them, and if we can keep them under 25 shots, we should have a fun fighting chance.
Talk about tonight a little bit with the matchup and not counting for any of these region points. Does anything change on a night like tonight where the game really doesn't matter for anything except bragging rights and the record at the end of the year?
I don't think so. And even I guess we always talk about this, a cliche. You want to win games early in the season. You want those points, but I think Bismarck High is an example of you don't have to win every game during the regular season. You just got to be playing your best hockey in February. And there's still stuff we have to work on, and there'll be some ups and downs tonight, I'm sure. But yeah, you want that just momentum going into a great holiday tournament, Roseau, and and then getting Bismarck High and Century here again in January.
Talk about the back end for you guys a little bit. It sounded like Patrick Hyde was out against Jamestown the other night. And how about a kid like Chase Haberman stepping in there? Boy, he's been a diamond in the rough, per se, here this year, having a nice job stepping in there as a senior. Talk about your back end. Is Hyde back in? And what do you think of Haberman and some of those guys back there stepping in?
Yeah, Chase has done a wonderful job this year. And it was something we talked to him at the beginning of the year, told him that, hey, we're pretty heavy on the forward position this year, and you're going to get a chance to play, defense and get maybe more ice time than you would up front. And he took that on, and he's been wonderful. He's been probably on our back end this year, MVP so far for us. With Hyde missing some games, Hyde will be out of the lineup again tonight. He had a upper body injury, happened here about a week ago, and being it's a non-point a game, I think Dr. Mattern said the safest thing would just be let it rest up here to Roseau, and if it's nagging injury, it could be something that sticks with him the rest of the year. And we want to have him healthy in January and February when games matter and the points are on the line.
Business tonight, but fun tomorrow night. Talk about the Magicians Alumni event tomorrow night. Kind of a fun time where past players get together, and there's an old guy game and the young guns game. Talk about the event tomorrow night and what people need to know about that to come out to the Mesa and enjoy a fun night of Magi hockey, past and present.
Yeah, this is probably about the third or fourth year in a row we did it. It kind of disappeared for about 10 years, and we brought it back. And we got a late start on getting it organized this year, just about 3 weeks ago, and the response has been unbelievable. I think it's kind of like a 30 and under and 30 and over group, and I think the 30 and under group right now, we're looking at about 36 players are back. And the veterans game, as we call it, the old man's game, I think we got about 25. So this by far is the most amount of players that we have. The first game, the older guys game, starts at 6:30. You got guys like Tommy Fillion and Grubb and Willert and Chris Natel, some of the names of the past. Guys that have played D1 that can still skate. And, that younger group, you got guys back like Mason Morelli and Quinn Fuchs and Connor Schuster's playing junior, Easton Bennett's playing junior. So you got some guys that are still playing and some young guys that want to just come out and skate, and it's a great time. 6:30 for the old man's game and about 7:45 for the younger guys game, and there's a social upstairs here at the Pepsi Center with some food and beverages. So it's a really good time.
Sounds like a blast. It has been for the last couple of years. Final question I have for you: do you have all your Christmas shopping done, and are you on Santa's good list this year? What's the holidays like for you?
Yeah, I did an immense amount of shopping online this year, and it's the greatest thing ever. Me and the wife sat down and got the computer out, put the kids to bed, and there was no traffic and no hustle and bustle. And the FedEx UPS guys probably hate me because I got about 70 boxes every day just being delivered to my house. But it's great. You got everything. And I did a little bit last night. I got a little bit to do tomorrow with my daughter. But yeah, shopping's done, and not your nice list. It depends who you ask, I suppose. You ask me, I think so. You ask the wife and kids, maybe not so much on the nice list.
We won't ask the refs either. Thanks for your time here tonight.
All right, great, thanks.
That's Jason Bennett, co-head coach of the Minot High Magicians. When we come back to the Planet Pizza pregame show, we'll get set for face-off. It's the Magi and Demons in a West Region showdown. This is Minot High Magicians hockey.
Go for lunch, frequent supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
It's the beginning of North Dakota West Region High School hockey. It's been Bismarck High and Minot High that are always in the conversation as two of the top teams coming out of North Dakota's western half. No different this year. Number 2 in the West Region is up for grabs between the two teams. Fortunately, tonight's game doesn't count for points. They still get to lock horns to go toe-to-toe here tonight. Bismarck Century, the team to beat, by the way, in the West Region according to the standings. This is the Planet Pizza pregame show for Bismarck High, Minot High, and the second of 3 matchups in the regular season here this year. We're at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. Nick Holbert, glad to have you aboard. Planet Pizza, the area's ultimate party location. School parties, team parties, birthday parties, and so much more. They truly are out of this world. They've got a 30-inch pizza at Planet Pizza. It's called the Galactic. It is phenomenal. Planet Pizza brings you the pregame show tonight, as they do every night. You heard from Jason Bennett in the coach's corner. Magician alumni game tomorrow night, by the way, something that you should certainly check out if you'd like to be entertained on a Friday evening. That Young Guns game is full of a lot of talent and a lot of players that are playing some high-level hockey as we currently speak. Magi come to the ice as Odie Nelson breaks through the cheerleaders' paper that they put up in front of the Magi bench, and the Magi come rolling out in their home white uniforms here tonight. Just about set for a dogfight inside the West Region. Let's look around the state of North Dakota, some of the top performers in North Dakota high school hockey right now. And how about this stat? 93 points combined in 8 games played for the Bismarck Century Patriots. That's not the entire team. That's just their top 4 producers. Yes, you heard me right. 93 points in 8 games combined for 4 players from Bismarck Century. They lead the state of North Dakota, led by Kirkland Irie. He's a junior forward with 8 games played. He's got 30 points on the year. 30 points in 8 games for Kirkland Irie. Yeah, the kid's the real deal. That might be an understatement. Carter Bailey from Century. He's a D-man with 23 points in 8 games. 22 points for Isaiah Thomas in 8 games. And 18 points for Nick Brown from Century in 8 games. That's who leads the state of North Dakota. Then you've got 2 players from Dickinson, Cody Shepard and Joseph Pavic. 18 points for Shepard, 16 for Pavic. Then a West Fargo Cheyenne player by the name of Sterling Moore and sits with 16 points as well. Then a pair of Davies skaters, Jay Buchholz and Cade Stibbe, 14 points for each of those forwards for the Eagles. Then Devin Hoffman from Jamestown, 13 points for him, the senior forward. Connor Hansen from Century, Drew Stoddart from Century back on the list with 12 points apiece. Tommy Reslock from Devil's Lake has 12 also. And Dane Montgomery from Grand Forks, Red River, the only player from Red River. Jackson Kuntz in the top 10 as well with 13 points on the season. But heavy on the west side of the state for the state's top producers. And Bismarck Century having a year this year. You'll hear from Mike Peluso his thoughts on whether or not Bismarck Century is the team to beat. You'd almost have to think they are, but come tournament time, you never know. That's why we play the games. Duffy Novak gets onto the Pepsi rink, provides the introductions for the Bismarck Demons that are in black tonight. They've got maroon helmets, pants, and gloves on, black socks, black uniforms. They've got 4 cheerleaders here tonight. Minot High has a whole crop of cheerleaders. Minot High in those white uniforms, maroon helmets, pants, and gloves as well. Introductions taking place. We'll break aside one more time. This puts an end to the Planet Pizza pregame show. When we come back, we'll join the national anthem. Then we'll face it off. A West Region showdown tonight. The Magi and Demons go toe-to-toe for matchup number 2 of the year. Between the two clubs, Bismarck High won the first 5-3. They're 6-0 on the year. Can Magi hockey pick up win number 5 on the season and give Mike Peluso's club their first loss of the year? We'll find out within the next 2.5 hours. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knop. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. All systems go for lunch. Frequent supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Time for West Region High School hockey from the Pepsi Rink here at Mesa Arena. Nick Colberg, happy to have you aboard for the play-by-play call tonight here on 1390 KRRZ and, of course, at ProStyleProduction.com. Introductions have taken place. Starters have been announced. Anthem has been played, and it's time for war tonight. Ammunition has been handed out. We're set for it. Scratches for the Magi tonight look like this. Scratch Patrick Hyde and Kyle Schultz. Scratch Ian Abrahamson, Rylan Neisner, Josh Draney, Brendan Horn, Matthew Marcus, Trevor Austin, Bryce Borkus, Matthew Dyke, Austin Phelps, and Keegan McLean. Those are the players that played in the JV matchup tonight. Some didn't dress, however. JV team won tonight by a score of 4-1. Magi JV, that is. Scratch Dennis Fleck, Braden Schmidt, Connor Martire, Gavin McIntyre, Grayson Farmsworth, Easton Ford, Rester, Horner, Hansen, Strand, LaValle, Dosh, Diebert, Sebastian Schneider, Gartner, Brown, and LaValle for the Demons. Underway to start the opening frame. Jake Viles in as he hammers one towards the glass on the back wall. Flew up and wide of the glove side of the starting netminder tonight, Austin Martin for the Demons. Minot High traveling from the right to the left tonight for the first and third period. Demons from the left to the right in their road black uniforms. We are underway here the first, just about 35 seconds into the opening frame as Graydon Stone took it down into Minot High territory. Back in behind the Magi net, Odie Nelson, the starting goalkeeper tonight. We'll provide you with the goaltender numbers in just a moment. Minot High goes for their first wholesale change tonight as they dumped it into Demon territory. Out to center it comes, back into Minot High. D-Land away to post up and off the glass out to center. Now it's going to be bounced through neutral ice, taken by Nick Murphy, and he hammers it into the offensive zone, but on the retrieve is Jonah Grindy. Grindy's back on the retrieve, corrected. It's 13, not 3. That's Dayton Deeks that moves it up the near side wall, held it at the line, and sent back in by Voller. On the retrieve for the Magi, I should say on the forecheck, that's Murphy, far side wall underneath the circle. Demons out with it, Fillion on the back check. He frees the puck to Opposna, and Opposna just sends it right back in. Now the Demons back on at center ice. They'll start the rush with Zach Kuhn. Minute and a half into the contest. First stop for Odie Nelson is made with the waffle board. Puck's back behind the Magi net. It's pushed away to the far side. Plemmel, the winger over there, just lets that one go away to Caleb Petrie, and Petrie pushes it back underneath the Minot high net. Out with it, tipped in front of the cage. Odie Nelson stick save on the attempt in front as Joey Heinert pushed it away. Now Plemmel out to center ice, trying to get it up to Murphy. The Demons catch the Magi at a change and back in with it. Joey Heinert near side, top of the circle, a drive. Knocked down there as Peterson got in the way of that one, and the puck comes up to center for the Magi here with Murphy, and Murphy sends it in. Demons bring it right back out near side wall, center ice, right over the red stripe. Now the Magi blue in with it as Heinert, a shot comes in, and Odie Nelson makes the stop. 14:46 to play in the opening period. First whistle of the hockey game allows us to take a look at the goaltenders' starting goaltenders' numbers. Austin Martin gets the nod tonight for Bismarck High. Martin's played in 3 games, given up 2 goals on the year. That's good enough for a .65 goals against average and a .956 save percentage. He's 3-0. Martin wears jersey number 20. He goes against Odie Nelson, who makes another pad save. That one was a beauty. Nelson sits on a record on the year of 3-2. The junior netminder has an 87% save percentage and a .327 goals against average. Hertz battles with the opposing number 8. That's Graydon Stone to the far side half boards. It's freed down by the Magi. Their captain Broughton brings it out to center with Deal. Minot Highs whistled for the offsides, is stepping in over the line. One step ahead of the play for the Magi was skater number 32, and that's Kate Acree. Acree got his first varsity call-up against the Jamestown Blue Jays. The sophomore stands 6 feet tall. He weighs 165 pounds. Acree looking for his first goal as a varsity skater. Bergerud on the near side wall. He got the start tonight along with Stenberg and Jake Vile. They shuffle the lines around a bit. You heard the pregame show that Patrick Hyde is still out of the lineup with an upper body injury. Hopefully Hyde can return sooner than later. Peterson from the line sent it in. Vile's got it backdoor, gave it to Bergerud. Bergerud in front of the net, shot saved, turned aside, and the puck rolls all the way down. In on Odie Nelson, lets that one go through the blue paint and wide. Shots are 2-3 in favor of the Demons, 3-2 in favor of the Demons, I should say. As Peterson pushes out to center, got it past Haberman, hopped over his stick, and the rolling puck comes back into the offensive territory for the Magi, but the Demons threw it all the way down the length of the ice, and TJ Ball charged with the icing. 13 minutes, 30 seconds to play here in the opening period. Scoreless hockey game tonight here at Minot's Pepsi Rink. Pepsi Rink is, in my mind, probably the nicest facility of the western side of the state of North Dakota for hockey. VFW Sports Center in Bismarck, pretty nice itself, but this Pepsi Rink probably holds the crowd. This is where the West Region Tournament will be played here this year. Speaking of nice facilities, how about the Wachter Arena down in Bismarck? They did a fantastic job with the addition to the old Schaumburg Arena in South Bismarck. That's where Bismarck High makes their home now. They're looking to make their home there full-time. Century would then take over the VFW Sports Center with the Bismarck Bobcats. And Bismarck High would make their home ice, the Wachter Arena at Schaumburg, down at the old Schaumburg Arena, if you will. Capital City Ice Center, I believe it's called. Don't quote me on that. Something along those lines. My apologies for not giving you the correct information. Here's Bergerud out to center as he intercepted at his own blue line. Taken by the Demons, and they flip it right back in. That was Grindy, who dumps it into the zone. The Magi take it with Opposna, and they bring it back up with Stenberg. Stenberg couldn't catch the pass at the blue line, still touched it, so the puck rolled back in behind the goaltender, Austin Martin. Nick Murphy on the far side wall, offensive zone, bottom of the circle. Now Murphy hounded, frees it back to the point. Haberman, Rooster comes in, knocked down, loose in front. Back up to Peterson, near line, fires. In the way of that one was Chase Furman. He went down to it, and blocked it. Nice play by the forward Furman. But the Magi have it back with Plemmel at center. Here's Plemmel away to the near side wing. He lost a handle on it. Plemmel had a nice game against the Blue Jays. 2-point night for Plemmel. Here's an icing on the Demons. Well, leading the way for the Magicians is Jake Vile. He's got 6 goals on the season, 10 points total. We talk about Jack Plemmel, the sophomore, 4-point season for him. He's tied with Pat Hyde, who has 4 points, 6 points for Mason Deal, 6 for Kyler Stenberg. Chase Haberman, 6 points for him on the season. Demons are led by Graydon Stone, 9 points on the year, coming in 6 games. That comes to the tune of 7 and 2. 7 goals, 2 assists for Graydon Stone. 9 points on the year for Joey Heinert. Caleb Petrie has 8. 8 for TJ Ball. Zach Schmidt with 7 on the season. Similar teams when you look at the score sheet and who's leading the way for both clubs. No real standout on either side. Just a bunch of hard-working hockey players. Here's one of them out to center for the Demons. This is Neese into the offensive zone, but Haberman's back on the retrieve. Haberman ridden into the end wall and hard. He lost the puck, and it's freed by the Demons. Loose in front of Odie Nelson. Haberman's back with it, and Haberman creates some real estate. Brings it up the far side wall in front of the Minot High bench. Makes a move, now another. Haberman hits the brakes, makes a man miss, but then it's taken away here, and it's set up by the Demons and TJ Ball, who brings it away to the near side wall. Trying to clear his own end, pushed out to center, ball's in, 1-on-3. Ball trying to get around Logan Broughton. Ball's back in across the blue line, and dumps it back behind Odin Nelson. Back with it comes Broughton, the captain for the Magi, up to Deal. Deal pushes it across the neutral ice zone, up to Haberman. He fanned the pass, and it's sent right back in where it's gloved and knocked down by Broughton. Now taken here away by Deal. He pushes it across from the near wall to the far, right to the left of the radio dial, but it's pushed right back into Minot High territory. Broughton from his own zone takes it and fires it down. There's an icing. 10:49 to play in the opening period. Scoreless game with the Magi and the Bismarck High Demons. Interesting enough, when you look at the top 25 in North Dakota for scoring across the state for boys high school hockey, nobody from Minot High, nobody from Bismarck High has made that list here in 2017-2018 thus far. Which is interesting when you look back to the years of the past and some of the studs for both of these hockey teams. It's just incredible when you think about a kid like Eric Platson last year, West Region's Gatorade Senior Athlete of the Year. He had 61 points on the season. He was in the top 5 all year long, as was Easton Bennett for the Magi. Bennett finished the year also with 61 points on the season. You go back in time, there's been plenty of them. TJ Irie offsides on the Demons, by the way. Faceoff will come back out to neutral. Scoreless game, 10:32 to play in the opening frame. You go back to 2016-17, that's where Bennett and Platson each had 61. The year prior, Ethan Shapleski had 44. That wasn't that dominating across the state, but Cullen Irie's 55 points with TJ Irie. That was pretty darn good. Year prior to that, you had a kid for the Magi by the name of Matt Flom, if you remember that name, 46 points on the season. That's the year the Magi won the crown, by the way. Demons were good that year also. Back in with it. Here's Vile, dropped it off. Stenberg again fired. He hit the side of the net to the glove side. Back to Vile. Fanned on the one-timer. And the puck is pushed back out to center ice. And on the retrieve is Tatum Hertz up the near side wall. Missed on the pass away to Stenberg. And now they play ping-pong with it. And back in with it comes Graydon Stone. Stone, the right-handed shot, dished it off to the lefty on the far side wall. That's Dane Sardelli. He moved it away, and now it's taken by Hertz again. Hard up off the glass on the near wing in the D territory for the Magi. Stone's back in with it. Now Sardelli turns it towards the net. That puck was knocked down nicely there by Stenberg. A drive comes in from the line. Odie Nelson goes down into the butterfly, gobbles it up, and the Magi will see a faceoff coming to their junior goaltender's glove hand side here with 9:38 to play in the opening period. Still a scoreless game. The Demons do have the shot advantage at 4-3. Eric Steele, the linesman tonight, dropping the puck. He's out there with Devin Blada. Jake Stack wearing stripes tonight. And I apologize, I'll need to get the name of the other official for you here tonight. Not on the official score sheet. As Graydon Stone walks out of the corner, fires one in. Glove save from Odie Nelson. And Odie will hang on to it. Faceoff will come on his glove hand, make it blocker hand side with 9:24 to play in a scoreless first period. How'd you like the Planet Pizza pregame show tonight, asking Jason Bennett if he's on Santa's good or bad list? Said it all depended on who you asked. I told him not to ask the referees. Probably wouldn't make their top 10. Probably goes for all coaches across the state. Good crew here tonight. Seeing if they'll let them play a little West Region hockey. Puck fired up from the line by Dane Sardelli, the big forward for the Demons. It went up and out of play right below the national championship banner for the MSU Beavers, who won the ACHA Division I men's crown back in 2012, 2013. By the way, the Beavers are the number one team in the country right now, according to the polls for the ACHA. Wade Regere's team has some big contests coming up right after the college Christmas break. University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV coming in for a Thursday night affair, followed by Arizona State for a pair. 3 games in 3 nights. Stevens back in with it. Offensive zone, sent in front of the Magi cage. Zach Smith, the intended recipient, hopped over his stick, so now there's a scrum forward on the near side wall at the half boards. Comes underneath the goal line now, where Opposed lost it to Heinert in front of the Minot high net. Handling the puck for the Demons was Neese. He lost an edge, fell on it. Now the Magi bring it out to center with Opposed. He whistles in from center, and Austin Martin gloves it and hangs on tight. Faceoff coming to his blocker side. 0-0, 8:25 to play here in the first. Austin Martin, the senior goaltender, has seen 45 shots against in his senior campaign. He's stopped all but 2 of them. Talk about what he did last year, and he was a player that didn't see much ice time. He only saw 1 period in his junior campaign. It was Zach Kessler that carried the entire workload. Kessler, the goaltender last year for the Demons, went 21-5 with a 91-1 save percentage and a 1.65 goals against average. Probably a pretty good reason why Austin Martin didn't see a whole lot of time when you got a goaltender playing that hot that only gives up 1.5 per game. You've got a pretty good shot at winning it. And the Demons were good last year. They were undefeated inside of West Region play at 13-0. Back the other way out to play it out of his net. Odie Nelson comes way out to the middle of the circle, fires it up the wall, hits some skaters, and now it's Haberman back up through neutral. Haberman goes coast to coast with it. Boy, he's hounded on the far side wall by Caleb Petrie. Puck is in the offensive zone for the Magi. Top of the circle. Haberman whacks that one down to the corner, and here come the Demons back the other way. Holding it in at the blue line. Stenberg only momentarily with possession now up the near side wall is Deeks. Deeks goes out to center, back in with it. Jake Vile, and Vile whistled for the offside. Faceoff will come in front of the Bismarck High bench. 7:25 to play here in the first period. Scoreless game with the Magi and Demons. Second matchup of the year. Stenberg in on the draw. He's out there with Bergrud and Vile as the other winger. Puck is won back to Peterson and over center ice. He'll dump it in, and the Magi go on the chase. Demons have possession of it. Graydon Stone in his own territory. Pushed up to neutral. Look out. Here comes Dane Sardelli in on a one-on-one against Peterson. Sardelli loses it. Peterson takes it, and Peterson pushes up to center. Now Jake Vile across it. Comes up to Bergrud near side wall. He lost a handle on it momentarily. Then skied up in the air by Tatum Hertz. Dropped down to the neutral ice zone. Taken there by Bergrud. He dumps it in. Vile's on the prowl in the offensive zone. Freed it up to Bergrud. Bergrud tried to work it across the line over to Hertz, but he's hounded by Stone, so Bergrud has to come to center. Regain control. Deliver it to Broughton, and Broughton sends it in. Zach Coons behind the Bismarck high net, freeing it up to Stone. Now up through center ice, the bounce pass from Schmidt. Got it up into the offensive zone to Chase Foreman. Broughton's back on the retrieve. He has plenty of real estate behind his own net. He pushed up to center to Jake Vile, and number 18 for the Magi dumps it back in behind the goaltender Martin. In the near corner, offensive zone, left side of the radio dial. Vile lost a handle on it. Demons push out to center, where it's taken there by Broughton. He just bangs it up the wall, back in with it. Stenberg throws it in front of the net, tried to feed it to Murphy, but the Demons have it, and they bring it right back on through neutral with TJ Ball. Ball's in, top of the circle. Interrupted on the play, that time by Alec Broughton. Now the Magi bring it back in. Big Jack Plemmel turns it towards the net. Waffle board stop, and the puck is dropped down to the near corner. Opposed holds it in at the blue line. Offensive zone for the Magi. 5:45 to play in the opening period. It's still a scoreless game. Shots are 5 aside. Underneath the net now. Offensive zone. Plemmel and Murphy trying to work it back and forth to each other, but it's TJ Ball that takes it away, and Ball brings it up. Drink center of the ice. Pushes it up right in front of the Minot High bench, and down it rolls for Haberman. Haberman back in the blocker side corner of Odie Nelson. Loses a handle on it. Freed by the Demons, and out with it. This will be Wachter that handles. He just drops it back underneath the net. Away to Joey Heinrich. Pushed back behind the cage. Up it came to Haberman. Haberman pushed it around the end wall. Up towards the point. Held in, but now back out with it come the Magi with Plemmel. Plemmel dumps it in towards the net. Martin made the stick save, and the Demons regained control, set up shop, and here comes their breakout to center. Up over the neutral ice zone, dumped in. This is Petrie. Back in behind Odie Nelson. Petrie trying to send it in front. Haberman took it from him. Goes off the glass on the far side wing, and now it's taken by the Magi and pushed all the way down. That icing could have been interrupted, but letting it go all the way down the length of the ice was Dayton Deeks. Minot High coaching staff, they didn't like that. Jordan Willard, who has a freshly shaved head. The buzz cut for Willard. He had his arms come up. He looks like a scary guy without his normal blonde gelled hair. Coaching staff must have taken exception to me calling them the best dressed coaching staff in the state every single night. They all three have different jackets on now after the Adidas gray was just not working out for them. Either that or they got sick of hearing the grief that I would give them every single night about how cute it was that they all matched. 4:27 to play in the first. Offsides on the Demons, so the faceoff will come outside in the neutral zone. Bismarck High staff, Peluso, Erickson, Miller, they all have Bismarck High Bauer jackets on. All three are different, however. Blue jeans and hockey jackets for the Demon coaching staff. Khakis and polos for the Magi staff as well. Black unis tonight for the Demons, white for the Magi. Broughton from the line, he doesn't get a clear look at that. He fired it in, it was knocked out in front of the net, comes back in front of the Demon cage, and the first penalty of the night will go against Bismarck High, and with 3:59 to play in the first. Here comes the Magi power play, as to the box will skate Zach Kuhn. 2 minutes on the hooking call. So the Magi power play comes to the ice for the first time here tonight. Who will it be for the Magi? It's Mason Deal with Stenberg, Bergrud, Weil, and Logan Broughton. Weil comes back to the point to Joan Broughton up at the top of the power play. Just under 4 minutes to play in the opening frame. Scoreless tilt here tonight at the Pepsi rink with the West Region foes, Minot and Bismarck. Back at the point, Weil teed it up loose in front of the net, and it's taken and hammered all the way down. Caleb Petrie sent that one the length of the ice. Odie Nelson was out to play it, left it behind for Jake Weil. 3:39 to play in the opening frame. Magi have it with Stenberg. He pushed it across the neutral ice zone, but it's taken there and sent right on in by 15 for the Demons. That's Zach Schmidt. Underneath the Minot High net, Caleb Petrie scrumming for it down low, trying to battle for it with Stenberg. Stenberg railed Petrie into the near side wall underneath the bottom of the circle. Petrie, the captain, slow to get up. Demon fans wanted to call, as did their bench. And Mike Peluso still all over Jake Stack at center ice. Berger back in with it, trying to fire towards the net. That one knocked down. The kill for the Demons is spot on tonight. Drew Leonard sailed it 200 feet down. 59 seconds remains on the Minot High power play. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the opening period. Demons and Graydon Stone dump it right back in behind Odin Nelson once more. Jake Weil has it. 45 seconds on the extra attacker situation for the Magi. 2:40 to play here in the first period. Stenberg's in over the offensive blue line. Got it away to Plemmel. Plemmel back to Stenberg. On to Gretzky's office underneath the net. Push back up to the point. Haberman has it. Comes back away to Nick Murphy. Murphy on the far side half boards. He's on the wall scrumming for it. Murphy being hounded there. Pushes it underneath the goal line. Comes back away to Plemmel. And Plemmel works it away to the near side. Trying to get it over to Peterson. He does. Peterson at the half board. Sends it underneath the goal line. Back to Murphy. Blocker's side of Martin. The puck is tied up underneath. Nick Murphy's on the ice. Now he soccers it to himself after he stood up. Came back away to the near side. Fillion back to Murphy on the wall to the point. Peterson dropped it back to Murphy. Demons full strength slap shot. Murphy knocked down in front of the Demon net. Puck comes back away up to the point. Peterson has it. Peterson tried to set it in. Look out. Graydon Stone took it away. It's a showdown one-on-one. Stone's in on Odie Nelson. Turns it towards the net. Oh, he sent it wide. One-on-one opportunity for Stone after the Demons kill off the Magi power play, and he sent it wide of the glove side. Odie may have gotten a glove on it. A minute and a half to play here in the first period as Haberman's back behind his own net. Haberman, far side wall, high up off the glass, out to center for Plemmel. He lost a handle on it, sent it away to the near wing, off sides on the Demons with a minute 20 to play here in the first period. Still a scoreless hockey game tonight with Bismarck High and Minot High. How do you like the West Region affair tonight? Mike Peluso, you hear the interview from him coming up at the break. Mike talks about how he wanted to see a cleaner game tonight than we saw down in Bismarck. He thought it was a little sloppy on both sides. I think it's fair to say tonight execution has been good from both Minot and Bismarck. Acree for the Magi brought it into the offensive zone, but the Demons and Sardelli right back out with it. Sardelli down into his offensive zone on the near side wall, top of the circle, back to the point. Here's Grindy, sends it in, up and wide of the glove side. Duffy Dobeck with a 1 minute call. Grindy back in, sends it towards the blocker side. That one went wide. Puck's underneath the net. Joey Heinert underneath. Sent it in front, taken away by the Magi. Loose in front of the blue paint. Comes back away up to Grindy at the point to Cruises all the way down underneath the circle. Out with it, Petrie fires towards the net. It's knocked down by Hertz, and Hertz hard up off the glass, clears the zone, and with 35 seconds remaining in the opening frame, the puck is rolled to center. Back the other way with a Joey Heinert, steps back in. Heinert dropped it off, Stone to the slot, knocked down by Broughton. Loose there, comes back up to Stone. He sends it in over the blocker side. You heard the glass go clank, and then it's up on the apron on the back of the net. So a stop in the play with 17.8 seconds to play here in the first. Still a scoreless tilt. Faceoff will come to Odin Nelson's blocker side in the white and yellow Bauer goal pads. They're going to bring the faceoff back out to the neutral ice zone, by the way, in front of the Magi bench. Odie's got that white CCM goal mask on. It's got a maroon M on the left side on the ear and on the right side. The white cage on the white mask. White Bauer goal stick tonight. Freshly taped before warm-ups. That thing saw plenty of rubber in the warm-up. Peppered with black marks. 10.6 seconds to play here in the first period. Scoreless game. Face-off on Austin Martin's blocker side. He's got CCM goal pads on. They're white with maroon trim. He's got an all-white mask on as well. Just like Odin Nelson, he wears the goater, they call it, the plastic piece that comes over the chin of the goal mask. Count them down, kids. 3, 2, 1. Here comes the horn, and we're scoreless at the end of one. Minot High and Bismarck High in a thriller tonight. Neither team has found an answer for either goaltender or either defense for that matter. Shots are 5-5. Plenty of blocked shots in the opening frame here tonight. Scoreless at the end of one. You're listening to Magi Hockey on 1390 KRRZ and at ProStownProduction.com. Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report when we return. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knop. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. All systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Minutes in the books. Minot High and Bismarck High deadlocked. Same place we started, 0-0 score at the end of one period played. Nick Holbrook here for the Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report. Thrifty White Drug, where your healthy outcomes are our priority. Jordan Willard's ice level with us, the assistant coach of the Magi. And first of all, I appreciate your time here tonight, Coach. Your thoughts on that first period? Sloppy wouldn't be the way you described that at all. That was just a defensively sound, well-played first period. Is that fair to say? Is that how you saw period number one?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say overall it was a sloppy period. I think there were some sloppy moments in the period, little things that I think, we've been doing better here lately that, we kind of got away from there. We stressed getting pucks on net, 5 shots, isn't exactly a ton of pucks on net, but I thought Odie Nelson played well back there. Our D are getting back. Our D zone has been a little bit better there. We just need our wings to get a little bit better on the wall and, create some more odd man rushes for us.
In these contests like this, when it's 5-5 in the shot category at the end of one, how much X's and O's are you guys doing in the room? And is this almost where it becomes fun for you, Jason and John, the coaching staff, to see what you guys can muster up against Erickson and Peluso on the other side? It kind of turns into a chess match. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't think we're going to change too much. I mean, I think as we saw, later in the game down there, our game plan was working really well, and, what we were doing was obviously the right choice at that time. And, you might have to have a change of heart here on a couple different things, but, overall, I think it was an okay period, and I think we just stick with what we were doing.
I have to ask you, what is the reason for the dismantling of the best-dressed coaching staff at all of North Dakota? You're the only one with that Adidas jacket on. What happened with Coach Grubb and Bennett? Was there a falling out there?
I think Bennett's still wearing it. I don't know why Grubber's not. These coats were his choice, and I don't know. He just kind of left us. He's moved on to the Warrior train, and I don't know. Maybe we're all getting a Christmas gift here.
I brought it up. I was confused on what exactly was going on. Hey, talk about the alumni game in the event tomorrow night. It's a lot of fun seeing the quote-unquote old-timers and the young guns play tomorrow night. The old man's game, 30-plus in age, will go first at 6:30, followed by the young guns, if you will, 30 and younger. Talk about that event from your point of view, playing in that each and every year, and what can fans expect tomorrow night here at the Pepsi Rink?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Minot High has a long tradition of having some pretty darn good hockey players and pretty darn good, hockey teams, and, it's pretty sweet. This year, yeah, I guess I shouldn't say pretty sweet, pretty bittersweet. I'm going to be playing in the old man's game. Been a while since, I thought that would finally come, but 30 has got here, and so I'm going to play in that game. And you look at that game, there's 8, 9, 10 guys that played, some high-level Division I college hockey, some guys that played in the USHL, and, it's pretty sweet to see. And then, you got your young guns game where you got, Quinn Fuchs back and Mason Morelli's back and, guys like that. That'll be more of your fast pace, but us older guys, experience goes a long way in games like those.
I bet Don Rostad shaking in the pans right now, having to see you tomorrow. Are you looking forward to the game? Are you in good enough shape to put it on some of those quote unquote older 30-plus guys?
Well, we had a 4-on-4 tournament at practice yesterday. My team came out victorious, so we took home the cup yesterday in the 4-on-4 tournament. So the body's only gotten bigger with time, so it's harder to get around. Might not get up and down the ice as quick, but it's a lot harder to get around me.
We're sure looking forward to tomorrow night. We're looking forward to the second period as well. Thanks for your time as always, Jordan.
All right, thanks, Nick. Bye.
That's Jordan Willert, the assistant coach of Minot High Magicians Hockey. Alumni game tomorrow night. Again, 30-plus, the Veterans game, if you will, at 6:30 tomorrow night, followed by the Young Guns game right after that around 7:45 tomorrow night. Food and a social here as well tomorrow at Pepsi Rink. Come and join us for Manji Hockey's alumni event, which is so much fun each and every year. Fans are welcome to attend. I sure hope you do. It's always a good time here at Pepsi Rink. At the end of one period played, Minot High and Bismarck High deadlocked at 0-0. More of the Thrifty White Drug intermission report when we return. We'll talk to Mike Peluso when we come back. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
The UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report. Thrifty White Drug, where your healthy outcomes are our priority.
Welcome to the Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report. Thrifty White Drug, where your healthy outcomes are our priority. We're now joined by the Bismarck High head coach and 10-year veteran of the coaching staff of Bismarck High and the head coach, Mr. Mike Peluso. First of all, Mike, nice to see you. Happy holidays, and thanks for some time here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's always fun when these two teams find their way together. So I like this stuff, and I really like it coming to this brand new facility.
Talk a little bit about, on that note, talk a little bit about that Walker Arena down there, the old Schaumburg and the renovations you guys did down there. What a fantastic place that is for high school hockey. Touch on that building just real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's a nice, bright venue for us. Brand new ice, brand new boards. It's kind of cool. Bismarck's been waiting a long time for another sheet, and we're hoping we're going to be able to make that our home. So we're excited.
It's a nice place to play, and just like the Pepsi Rink, like you said, great for these matchups. Minot High, Bismarck High. Minot High was down in Bismarck and your home ice just about a week and a half ago. Talk about that hockey game. You guys walk out of your home venue with a 5-3 win against the Minot High team that kind of turned it on at the end there. Your thoughts on that hockey game?
I thought Minot played really well. We had our moments where we looked good, and then all of a sudden we'd fall asleep. And again, it's when these two teams play, you never know what's going to happen, which always makes it exciting. And I'm hoping for a little cleaner game. I thought it was a little sloppy at times down there, but it is what it is. That's high school hockey for you at times. The kids, their brains aren't always there for the whole 53 minutes.
Anything change on your side of things tonight, knowing that this game doesn't count for points, just a quote-unquote exhibition game, if you will? It's one that doesn't count in the standings, but certainly pride and records at the end of the year mean something.
Yeah, they do. I think it's good for both Grubber and I and Bennett. I think we're going to probably try some things that we normally probably wouldn't, which is okay. Maybe mix and match a few lineup things and try some D in different spots. So it's good for us. I think it's good for both sides to kind of feel out some kids and see how they can play.
You guys have had a good problem to have down there. Ackerman and Martin, two goaltenders that combined right now a 94% save percentage. How hard is your choice each and every night picking a goaltender to go with?
Well, it's easy right now. I just flip a coin. But no, I personally don't pick them. I let our goalie coach, Brad Miller, tell me who he thinks should go, whenever we need a goalie. So he's kind of in that rotation phase right now until one of them either proves they want it for the longevity or one proves it that they don't want it. So we'll just kind of keep going like this until somebody steals the show.
Inside of West Region High School hockey right now, Bismarck Century, the quote-unquote team to beat, boy, they are dynamite. What do you think of that top line from Century? And in your mind, are the Patriots the real deal?
I think they are. I mean, they got a line that certainly, if you don't pay attention to them, they're going to hurt you in a hurry. And if you look at their points, I mean, they're putting big numbers up in a quick hurry. And you got kids that are that dynamic, they're going to hurt you. But you get past maybe that line, that might be where other teams can sneak up on them. So certainly, we're trying to build depth within our program, which I know Minot does. They do it every year as well. And we're doing that so we can play teams like Century and Red River and Grafton and Central and Davies and all them, because you're gonna need depth. You're gonna need guys that can get deep in your lineup to take care of the other team's top line. So we'll see what happens.
How much do you worry about a team like Century right now at the top of the ladder? You guys are in a dogfight for the top spot in the West. You guys are undefeated on the year, by the way. And do you worry about what other teams are doing? Do you worry much about getting into the West Region tournament as the number one seed each and every year? You guys have been there, it seems like, forever.
I honestly know a lot of people might disagree. I don't pay attention to anybody but us. I'm trying to get our team to play a certain way each and every year. We've kind of got a formula that we follow. We don't waver from it much. We do make some changes, accordingly. I mean, every year we love playing Central and Red River, which we get them down in our barn here next week. It kind of shows us what we need to work on and what we need to do, and then we build from there. And it's no different playing everybody one time through, kind of get a feel for them, and then you kind of know what you need to do to be strong come tournament time.
We had a great conversation last year, Mike, about West Region and the East Region for that matter, and restructuring North Dakota high school hockey with almost an A and a double A bracket. Has there been any progress with this at all? Is that conversation continuing at all?
I haven't heard much, but if you looked at what's going on this year in the state, there's no bigger time that it would work really well. I mean, there's a lot of offside scores. I mean, let's just say it how it is. You look at the scores this year, and there's some eye-openers, but until they decide they want to do something, I don't know if anything's going to happen, but we'll keep pressing the buttons. We'll see if we can't make a few people squirm a little bit.
Yeah, you let me know what I need to do, and I'll use the voice to do it. Final question I have for you: Christmas right around the corner. You have all your Christmas shopping done, and what's on the docket for the holidays for you and the Peluso family?
Not a whole lot other than shop my butt off tomorrow. I got to get that all done, and then prime rib at Jimmy Peluso's house on when is Christmas? Sunday. So we'll do a little lobster and prime rib there. Other than that, not much. So hang low, take some rest, maybe fish a couple times, and just enjoy.
Is there ever any debates between you and Jim on who a better hockey player or better coach was or is?
There might be, but we'll just leave it at that.
I wish I could be a bird on the wall for that. Merry Christmas, Mike. We appreciate your time. Best of luck here tonight.
Appreciate it.
That's Mike Peluso, the head coach of the Bismarck High Demons. When we come back to the Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report, we'll take a look at the scoring from the first period. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Kanam. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. 4 systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. 2 T-minus now it's time 1 for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Time for our second period of play. Bismarck High and Minot High, they take the time off the clock. They had a minute and a half on there still. Our apologies. We'll get you set up for this middle frame as we're underway. 12 seconds in. Minot High traveling from the left to the right here in the middle frame. Demons from the right to the left as Bergrup brings it into the offensive zone down to the near side corner at the half wall. He's upended on the play. Puck is taken behind the net by the Demons. And it comes around to the far side wall. Bismarck High with possession. Dane Sardelli trying to push it out to center ice, and it comes all the way back underneath the net of Martin. 16:25 to play here in the second. Scoreless contest. Shots were 5-5 at the end of one. Out of the corner, here comes a drive from Vile, sent it towards the net. Then railed behind the net was Stenberg on the attempt, but Sardelli has it back at center, and the Demons are back in with it. Dane Sardelli fires from the top of the circle, and he puts it right over the blocker of Odin Nelson, and it's 1-0 Bismarck High. Odie gives one up from inside the blue line. I don't know if he saw that or if that was just that good of a shot from Dane Sardelli over the shoulder of Odie Nelson. Here's the only thing I'm going to say about that one. Somebody from the Magi needs to go give Odie a tap on the pads and just say, hey, we got your back. We'll go get you one back here. Hate to see when one goes in from that far out, nobody goes and taps their goaltender to let them know that they do support him. Let's listen in to Duffy Domek. So Sardelli from Deeks, as Odie Nelson will cover this one up. Face-off will come on Odie's glove side. Sardelli carried over the red line, then over the Minot High blue. He was just right inside the blue line over the Mattress Firm side. And he sent in a wrister over the blocker's side shoulder of Odie Nelson to make it 1-0. Gar McCrimmon, the other referee tonight. My apologies for not having that for you at the start of the hockey game. I had the chance to beat Gar 2 times so far this year, but had forgotten his name at the start of tonight's contest. Net comes off its moorings as Posda went into the goal pipes along with 15 on the other side. That's Zach Schmidt. So the Demons score one on their 6th shot of the night. Wrister from Sardelli on the year for Dane Sardelli, number 17 for the Demons. Goal number 2, point number 2 on the season. Player that hasn't played in that many games, if I do recall. Yeah, this is only his 2nd game played here tonight. The junior forward. Puck launched all the way down. It goes 200 feet. That's at icing. And a faceoff will come back in Minot High's defensive territory at Odie Nelson's blocker side. Excellent presentation at center ice at our first intermission here tonight. Our friends from Prairie Grit Adaptive Sports received a check for $5,000 tonight. Drive comes in. Nelson stops that one. A wrister from the top of the circle. Comes back underneath the net. Scrum forward underneath the cage. Wrapping around. Taking it in front of the Magi net now. The Demons have control. Heiner sends it in front. Petrie's all alone. He lost a handle on it. Comes back to the point. And here's Zach Kuhn. Backhander comes in. Odie Nelson kicks out the pad and makes the stop. Faceoff will come on Odie's blocker side. I believe it was Hunt Oil that donated $5,000 to the Prairie Grit Foundation. Fantastic stuff with sled hockey. The opportunity for youngsters and adults that don't have the opportunity to be able to skate, using sleds to continue to play the game that everybody loves so much. Excellent stuff here at the first intermission tonight. Puck sent all the way down in behind Austin Martin. There's an icing and a faceoff coming back on Odie Nelson's glove side. Always fun catching up with Mike Peluso Had a conversation with him before the hockey game tonight. Can you imagine sitting there and listening to Mike Peluso and Jim Peluso have a conversation talking hockey? Here's a drive off the draw. Sardelli bidding for a second. Sent it wide on the blocker side. Of course, Jim Peluso, former coach of the Bismarck High Demons. Mike playing in the National Hockey League. Handful of years, both of them played high-level Division I college hockey. That would be a lot of fun. Murphy's in with it, top of the circle, near side, offensive zone, sends it through the blue paint, but wide. Here come the Demons back to center. It's Graydon Stone, walks over the Minot high stripe. Around Logan Broughton and back in behind Odin Nelson. Logan Broughton shaking up underneath the circle on the far side. Broughton with a backhand, sweeps it around over to Murphy, trying to clear the zone. Top of the circle, out to the blue line it comes. Out to center, but now it's Stone back in with it. He's picked off. Back in the other way. This is Logan Broughton over the blue line. Broughton whistles one in, just wide of the blocker side. The puck's away to the near side wing and tried to clear for the Demons. Zach Schmidt. Pitchforks one up to center ice. Comes back into the possession of the captain, Broughton for the Magi, but back the other way with it. This is TJ Ball over the line. Ball delivered across. This is Neese. Sent it in front of the blue paint. And away to the near side wall. It comes up to Jack Plemmel, who tries to clear. Plemmel walks over center ice, chips it up. Puck goes up into the seats, and a Souvenir finds a fan with 13:26 to play here in a 1-0 second period. Bismarck High with the lead thanks to the second goal of the year from Dane Sardelli early here in the second. Mike Peluso talks about coming up to the Pepsi rink and what a treat it is to play here in the Pepsi rink, the brand new facility 1 year ago for Minot High and Minot State. Youth hockey, Toros hockey as well. So what about your place down in Bismarck? That Wachter Arena is something special as well. That place holds about 1,000 people, an ideal facility for high school hockey. Good for Bismarck and the community, good for North Dakota high school hockey, good for the West region. Fantastic for the sport all the way around. Icing on the Magi with 13:05 to play here in the second. Face-off on the glove side of Odin Nelson. It is Stanson ready as Stenberg's in on the draw. He'll step in against Petrie. Petrie wins it back, and at the point, it's Zach Kuhn. Kuhn sends it away to the near side wing. Peterson with a backhand, chips it up the wall. Out to center it comes. And on the retrieve is Joey Heinert. Heinert has it here. Pushes it back to the near side. Bergerud takes it away there at center. Bergerud whistles one in. That one from out at neutral ice and into the butterfly, making the stop. Catching it right in the midsection was the goaltender Austin Martin with 12:47 left here in the second. Mike Peluso in his 10th season with Bismarck High has led the Demons to the state championship game the last 2 years. They won the state title, by the way, in 2014. First time in school history. Only the second time in the history of high school hockey in North Dakota that a team from the West region had won it. That was at that time. Now Minot High's won one since then in 15, so only 3 times all time as a team from the West won the big dance. Out with it comes Deal. Turns it towards the net from the bottom of the circle on the glove side. Martin turned that one aside. Deal's got it back with one hand on the stick. Sweeps it back down to the corner. On the retrieve for the Demons, away to the near side wing. Drew Leonard's out of his own zone, trying to clear it. Came up to Opposda. Opposda soccered it in. Comes back out to center ice after Leonard's got it back. Went off of Broughton and then trying to gain the zone with it for the Magi and send it down. As Brent Davis, puck comes away to the near side wing, out to center ice. Opposda dumps it in. Davis has sure been quiet here tonight for the Magi. Puck handled down to the near side wing from Chase Furman. Got it away to Drew Leonard's, bottom of the circle on his own end. Floated out to center ice, Opposda at neutral. Stops it there, but a stop in the play. Gar McCrimmon calls a hand pass on the Demons with 11:36 to play here in the second. Yeah, you go back to last year where Bismarck High found themselves in the state title game against a team that was going to be tough to beat. They took on Grand Forks Central. Grant Peranika's team, he was the coach of the year, by the way, won 7-2 over Bismarck High that game at Shields Arena. Central was perfect on the year. They finished the season at 27-0. The year prior, Bismarck High had a much closer state championship matchup. This was against Bill Chase's Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. The Rough Riders won that contest 4-3. By the way, Red River that year, 27-0. Underneath the net, glove side of Odie Nelson. We've played 6 minutes here in the second. Bismarck High up 1-0. Nick Murphy chips it out of the zone, rolls all the way down, kind of like a game of shuffleboard, just past the end line, right before it was touched by Demon skater number 6, Zach Kuhn. So an icing is called, and a face-off will come back on Odin Nelson's glove hand side. 10:49 to play in the second. Shots are 10-8 in favor of Bismarck High. Face-off on Odin Nelson's glove hand side. He's given up one of the contest. It was Dane Sardelli's second of the year. Wrister from in between the top of the circle and the blue line. At the start of the second period, that's the only goal to report so far in the hockey game. Weil floats it out to center ice. Saucer pass to Stenberg. Has Bergerud with him. Stenberg and whistles one up, and it goes just underneath the American flag. Up into the protective mesh over the elevation side, and a stop in the play. Puck comes back out of the ice, so we'll face it off on the blocker side. 10:30 to play in the second, still 1-0 Bismarck High. Elevate your dinner or lunch game at Elevation at the Minot Country Club. They're open to the public 7 days a week. Elevation, a great place. Bar and restaurant. Fantastic stuff. Out at Minot Country Club, open to the public again 7 days a week. Thanks to Mike Miller and his staff at Elevation, bringing you Magicians hockey each and every night. And the broadcast, courtesy of ProStyleProduction.com. Icing on the Demons with 10:09 to play here in the second. Speaking of sponsors, we'd like to thank our friends at Premier Chiropractic. Premier Chiropractic doing great stuff in the Magic City, also in Kenmare, 2 locations. Special thanks to Becky Domries, Dr. Kirk as well, at Premier Chiropractic. Face-off on the blocker side of Austin Martin. Minot High on the draw with Brent Davis. But it's the Demons with control. Zach Kuhn tries to move it out to center ice. He does with the help of Dane Sardelli. Sardelli's in with it. Sardelli, top of the circle, lost a handle on it. Davis trying to bounce that one back up to Weil, but it turns into a game of ping pong in the neutral ice zone. Away with it now comes Graydon Doan for the Demons. And offsides. And Devin Blada had the whistle. Blew that one dead, and the Demon fans didn't like it. You heard them. 9:47 to play in the second. 1-0 Bismarck High with the lead. It would never be fun to be a ref, would it? They can't do anything right. They just get hammered on all the time. Devin Blada just trying to make a few extra bucks for the next bow for deer hunting would be my guess. Out here just trying to get some exercise and have some fun doing it. Got 500 people all over him on an offside call here on a Thursday night for a high school hockey game. 9.5 to play here in the second. Demons up by a goal. Thapozda back on the retrieve in his own territory. Puck is pushed out to center ice. Bismarck High has control of it. They move it away off the far side wall off of Dayton Deeks. He dumps it down in behind the net of Odin Nelson, and on the retrieve for the Magi. Picking it up is Peterson. Peterson off to Deal. Deal moves it free. Now Nelson. Nelson's in with it. Launches in from center. Glove save from Austin Martin. He dumps it down to the corner, and the Demons are on the retrieve again. They set up shop back behind their own net. Away with it comes Dayton Deeks. Back out to center ice. This one skied out to neutral off the backhander from Schmidt. Right back the other way by the Magi, and they send it all the way down where, again, Deeks has control. This time, plenty of real estate. Brings it up the near side wall off to Schmidt. Back out to center where it's taken here by the Magi with Haberman off the near side wall. Puck lays in the neutral ice zone where Fillion battled for it, but it's taken by TJ Ball. He'll dump it in. Odie Nelson flies out of the net to play it. Stopped it with the goal stick. Freed it away to Broughton near side half boards. We're now to 8:18 to play here. The second period, Minot High down by a goal, but Jack Plemmel's in. Near side, Plemmel hits the brakes, bottom of the circle, sends it in front, back to the point. Haberman, Rooster from the line, knocked down. That one by Ball at the top of the circle. Goes back away over to Philly and far side. Back to Haberman, has it, turns it towards the net, sent it wide on the blocker side. Back in with a Nick Murphy, center slot, backhand drive save, loose in front. Austin Martin collects that one, and he'll hang on to it. Faceoff comes on Martin's blocker side. That was the 10th shot he's seen tonight. 7:52 to play here in the second. Only 21 shots total tonight in the hockey game so far. Only one goal to report. It was Bismarck High's Dane Sardelli, if you're just joining us at the start of the second frame. Off the draw, Magi win it back up to Broughton. It's Bergrud, Stenberg, and Weil, the starting unit out there tonight for the Magi. The other way with Petrie. He's in over the line. Petrie fires it in over the head of Odie Nelson and back behind the net. It's taken here and worked around. Demons have control with Wachter. Wachter back away. It's Haberman that takes it. Whistles it up off the glass out to center. Bergrud trying to get it to Stenberg. He couldn't connect with him, and Petrie just turns it right back in. Nelson went down to a pad. Sent that one to the corner. Freed by the Magi, and it's Weil that takes it behind his own net. Just dropped it off to Broughton, who waited in the corner right in front of the Tires Plus sign. He fired it out to center ice, where it's taken at neutral by Zach Kuhn, and Kuhn sends it right back in. Minot High's Broughton has it here. Broughton's going to take it in front of his own net. Whistled out to center ice. Loose puck comes away onto the tape for Haberman. He's in with it. Haberman, top of the circle, sends it in. Oh, that was a headhunt. Almost went off the mask of the goaltender. Martin went over his head by about 6 inches. Comes back away right underneath the blue line. Far side wall in front of the Magi bench. It's taken here by Drew Leonardson. Leonardson has it away to the near side wing off to Zach Kuhn. He's got plenty of room, skates it up the wall, across the center, and dumps it down and behind Odie Nelson. Odie with a backhand, played it behind the net, freed it to Haberman. He bumped it back over to Tatum Hertz. Hertz trying to clear it up to Bergrud. Then Bergrud gets it back at center ice after a miscue by Grindy. Back in behind the Demon net. They work it around the near side wall. Comes all the way down in behind Odin Nelson. He's got the arm in the air, so there's it icing. With 6:16 to play here in the second period. Bismarck High still up by a goal, 1-0. Minot High alumni event tomorrow night with the social in the Pepsi Rink Community Room. Minot Area Community Foundation Community Room, beautiful place. Directly across from me here in the press box, that Pepsi Rink. Off the draw, Magi have it, drive comes in. Oh, what a pad save. Brett Davis on the backhand was robbed by Austin Martin's right pad. Comes back away, trying to battle for it. Here's a drive from Nelson, sent it in and a stick save. Puck is taken by Graydon Stone out of his own end. He'll just launch this one all the way down. And an icing again as Minot High has a little jam here with 5:54 to play in the second, trying to erase the 1-goal deficit. It's 1-0 Bismarck High. Play stop. Austin Martin skittered that one aside after it went off the goal stick. Uses the white CCM goal stick. It says CCM in maroon, white tape on it. Hertz at the line, tried to move it forward. He did. Connected with Acree, I should say. Comes back away up the near side wall. Zach Schmidt moves it out to center, then into the Minot High zone. Taken here by Peterson, and Peterson moves it up off the wall. Back to Heinert, sends it in. That one went just wide, make that TJ ball rather on the attempt. Puck comes back away to the near side half board. Schmidt has it. Offensive zone for the Demons. Walks out. Shot saved. And the stop is made by Odie Nelson. And then absolutely creamed in front of the net with Zach Schmidt. Tatum Hertz says, look out. Faceoff coming to Odie's blocker side. 5:24 to play here in the second period. Minot High down by a goal. Zamboni door coming open at the north end of the arena. Larry the Legend McFall getting the Zamboni ready for the resurfacing, which will take place in another 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Happy to announce that Larry's going to join us for the region and state high school hockey tournaments in the broadcast this year. He's a lot of fun when you get him on the radio. Nice insight from Larry McFall. Sure enjoy working with him. Couldn't join us tonight. He has other duties as the puck goes up and out of play. As that one jabbed towards the net, but it hit traffic and went up into the protective mesh. 5:04 to play in the second. 1-0 Bismarck High with the lead. Intermission report number 2 brought to you by Thrifty White Drug right around the corner. We'll talk to Jordan Willard again. Face-off taken and won by Fillion. He moved it back in behind the net. Away to Broughton, up to Murphy. Tried to clear it, couldn't. Drive comes in, tipped in front. That one knocked down after Petrie hit it with his stick. Odie made the save, and back the other way comes Plemmel. He's all the way at the other end of the ice. Plemmel has some room. Plemmel turns it towards the net, but he lost a handle on it as Joey Heinert says, I don't think so. Back the other way, Petrie's in. Center slot, Petrie dancing down, getting a stick in the way. That one was Opposda. It's loose in front. Heinert walks out. Shoulder stop made by Odie Nelson. The biggest stop from him so far. Puck comes in. Nelson with a stick save. Puck comes back away to the near side half boards. Demons push it back underneath the Minot High net. They have control of it now with Petrie. Back underneath the net. Heinert's all alone. Works it back up onto the tape for Drew Leonards. Drop back underneath the goal line. Demons buzzing a bit now as it comes back away underneath the goal. Fillion back on the retrieve, but it's the Demons with control again. Broughton trying to take it away from Heinert on the far side. It's out to center ice where Nick Murphy's scrubbing for it. Taken away by the Demons. Petrie's back in. Center slot. Here's a drive. Set wide. Puck taken away after Broughton moved it to the near side wing. Up to Stenberg, and Stenberg just whistles it back around behind the net. Right back to Petrie, and now it's taken away by Broughton and away to the near side wing, out to center ice for Plemmel. Plemmel moves it through the neutral ice zone, trying to get it back over to Stenberg. Stenberg gets it there, dumps it down. Minot High gets a 5-for-5 change, much needed with 3:27 to play in the second. As up through center ice goes Dane Sardelli. Meeting him at center was Bergerud. He put a hip into him, and the puck is dumped in on Odie Nelson with a stick save. It's sent to the corner. Loose in front of the Magi net, up to Peterson. Down to center ice. Here's Jake Vile. Tried to feed it over to Bergerud. Went right between the skates of Bergerud. Comes to the near side wing and out at center ice. It's Stenberg that scrums for it right in front of us, right in front of the penalty box doors. Puck is freed by Graydon Stone. And Stone moves it back into his own territory where Leonards moved it across to his defensive partner, Zach Kuhn. Back to Leonards, directly in front of the goaltender. Out to center ice. Here's Stone. Where's the square I-Tech mask? Sends it in. Just wide of the blocker side of Odin Nelson. Puck's freed underneath the net. And back behind the cage, it's going to be sent out in front. Onto the handle with it comes Furman. Furman trying to move it back to the point. He did. Hammered right back in by Grindy around the end wall. Peterson's got real estate now as the Demons went for a change after the dump in. And Peterson moves it out to center. Got it up to Jake Vile. Bergerud has to wait for Vile to touch up on the onsides. Here's a drive in. Bergerud sent it off the waffle board. Back to the point. Broughton has it. Sends it towards the net. That one went wide. Taken by the Demons. Zach Kuhn underneath his own goal line. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to play in the second. Teeter-totter match tonight. Here at the Pepsi Rink, Demons have the lead. They've got a delayed call coming their way also. Austin Martin's looking to go off here. He does, but now the touch by the Magi and a holding will be called, and who will it be on? Looks like Logan Broughton, so the power play comes out for Bismarck High. First power play of the night for the Demons. Only one other penalty called so far in the contest tonight. Zach Kuhn for the Demons was called for a hooking at 13:01 of the first period. Face-off on Odin Nelson's glove hand side. 1 minute, 53 seconds to play in the second. Demons look to add to a 1-0 lead here in the middle frame. Face-off on Odin Nelson's glove hand side. Filling it in on the draw. Hertz moved it to the line, but it's held in there by Drew Leonards. Petrie up to Leonards again. Back away to the near side at the point. This is Olhauser. Sent in front of the net to drive. Big pad save right at the top of the blue paint by Odie Nelson. Stone walks out. Another pad save, Nelson. Peterson with a handle on it. Got it up onto the tape for Murphy. 18th shot of the hockey game on Odie Nelson, and the legs are kicking out here on the penalty kill. Sardelli whistled 1-1 to the glove hand side. Comes back to the point. Leonards just spins it back in. Sardelli's underneath the net. Tried the wraparound. The old school move. It's taken there by Peterson. He launches it down. And Austin Martin's out of his net to play it He'll just leave this one back in behind where Drew Leonards takes it for the Demons. Here comes the 1 minute call from Duffy Dobeck.
1 minute remaining in the first period.
Thank you, Duffy. Puck comes back underneath the Minot High goal. Far side, and this is the glove side. Left hand of the radio dial comes underneath the net. Demons have control with Graydon Stone. Works the power play with 55 seconds. Stone's pass up to the far point escapes the defender at the blue line. That was Olhauser, and Olhauser has to come back to retrieve back in behind his netminder. All the way out to center ice. Haberman gets in the way of the pass, and it comes to Opposda. Opposda takes it, and Opposda hard on the wrister, sends it all the way down. Jake Vial in on the forecheck. A delayed offsides on Vial, however. 20 seconds remains here on the score clock in the second period. 25 now on the power play for the Demons. They're back in. Here's a drive coming. Opposda got in the way of that one. Taken by Leonards. He'll knock it down to the corner. Here's a drive up and out of play after TJ Ball tried to pick the top corner on the blocker side of the Minot High net keeper, Odin Nelson. Face-off coming on Odin's blocker side. Nelson for the Magi stands 5'11". He weighs 170. Big goaltender for high school hockey, maybe. Average size goaltender, I guess you could say. Not like Holden Kurtz, who used to play for Devil's Lake. 5 seconds to play. 3, 2. Horn coming, and that's going to do it for the second. At the end of 2, Demons lead 1-0. They have the only goal, and it came in the middle frame. Kurtz, by the way, 6'4", used to play for the Firebirds. Excellent goaltender. He now plays for the Minot State University Beavers. We'll hear from Jordan Willert. We'll also take a look around the hockey world and touch base with Toros hockey, Beavers hockey. We'll have all the stats from the first and second as well. At the end of 34 minutes, Bismarck High leads the Magi from Minot High 1-0 at the end of 2. This is Minot High Magicians hockey.
National Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knop. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
It's time for the Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report. Thrifty White Drug, where your healthy outcomes are our priority.
Dane Sardelli for Bismarck High pots his second of the year to put Bismarck High up by a score of 1-0 at the end of 2 periods played. Nick Holberg here for the Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report. Coach Willard is ice level at the Minot High bench for a quick coach's corner. Jordan, your thoughts on the middle frame? Shots are 18-13. Bismarck High has the advantage, and the Demons have a 1-0 lead. Kind of a defensive stalemate tonight in a back-and-forth hockey game. Your thoughts on that middle frame?
Well, Nick, I thought that period was pretty sloppy on our part. They outshot us, 13-8 that period. Down in Bismarck about a week ago, we got better as the game got on. I think tonight, there's just a little bit of sloppy play, and Odie Nelson's hanging in there for us right now. Kid's making some big saves, and that's nice to see. But we need the guys in front of us. It just seems to be, a little bit of semi-organized chaos. Guys just kind of all over the place, and I don't know if it's Christmas breaks creeping in or what it is, but we just need a little bit more out of our guys.
A little bit frustrating. You just want to see some more shots on goal. Do you walk in the room and just tell them to fire away from anywhere, cross the blue line, and send it in? Is that a message that you would send right now?
Well, we've already been kind of sending that message, but like Coach Bennett and I were just talking on the bench, we're becoming perimeter. We're entering over the blue line and we're just shooting the puck. There's a couple times there's 3 on 3-on-2s or a 3-on-3, make a play, get it down low. Just because we want pucks to the net doesn't mean you got to throw everything from one stride inside the blue line. We got kids in our team that are good with pucks. We just need them to be confident, and getting pucks to the net is something where you work hard down low and create something, and then one happens, then it kicks the point, two happens. It's not just step over the blue and get it to the net.
Intensity level has to come up. Is that the biggest key for the third period in your mind?
Yeah, 100%. I think we need guys. We're getting out battled in little stick battles. Kids are starting to swing sticks again instead of going stick puck body. They're just little things, Nick. It's not that anybody on our team or the team as a whole is playing bad. It's just little things that are happening here or there that turn into becoming big plays.
Sure, appreciate your time here. Best of luck in the third period.
Thanks, Nick. We'll talk to you after.
That's Jordan Willard, the assistant coach for the Magi. He had Coach's Corner here in our Thrifty White Drug intermission report, and you can tell that all business in between the second and third. You can hear the frustration coming out of Coach Willard's tone of voice there in the Thrifty White Drug intermission report. Magicians looked for an answer. They're down 1-0 here to Bismarck High at the end of 2 periods played. It's the Thrifty White Drug intermission report. When we come back, we'll take a look around the hockey world, get you up to date with all the teams from the Magic City. Minot High trails Bismarck High at the end of 2. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Kanam. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. 4 systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. 2 T-minus now it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza. It's time for the Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report. Thrifty White Drug, where your healthy outcomes are our priority.
Larry McFall is on the ice resurfacer that says First International Bank and Trust, live first. That pretty white and red Zamboni, piloted by the legend himself, Mr. Larry McFall. It's a Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report for this West Region High School affair tonight, where the Demons from Bismarck High lead 1-0 at the end of 2 periods played. I'm Nick Holbrook. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Here's the stats from the hockey game. Shots in the first period were 5-5, We ended at 0-0 at the end of one. Shots in the second. Period number 2, the shots on goal, 13-8 in favor of the Demons. 12 saves for Odie Nelson, 8 on the other side for Austin Martin. Total shots on goal, 18-13, 17 saves for Nelson, 13 for Martin. Zach Kuhn was charged with a hooking penalty at 13:01 of the first. Logan Broughton a holding call at 15:07 of the second. So 7 seconds remains on the power play for the Demons to start the third period. Only one goal to report 55 seconds into the middle frame. It's Dane Sardelli's second of the year from Dayton Deeks. And that's where we stand at the end of 2 periods played. Face-offs not reported in the hockey game. Quality scoring chances. Bismarck High reported with 4. Minot High reported with 1 on the opportunity that came midway through, or towards the end of the first period, I should say. 1-0. Bismarck leads Minot High in this West Region affair. This one tonight, by the way, not for points, however. This is a exhibition game, if you will. Let's look at the standings of girls high school hockey, and across North Dakota, it's Fargo North-South that's 7-1 on the year in conference play. They lead the way. West Fargo United is currently sitting in second place in girls high school hockey. The Minot Majets currently sit in third. Wayland Wallstrom's club's 5-2 on the season. Bismarck currently sits in fourth. Fargo Davies in fifth. Grand Forks in sixth. Devils Lake 7. Mandan is eighth. Williston is ninth. Dickinson 1-4. They're 10th. Jamestown's 0-5. They bring up the back of the pack in 11th place. The Majets this year are led by Dessa Flom. No surprise here. 15 points for her in 7 games. That comes to the tune of 12 goals and 3 assists. 12 points on the year for Kaya Shaw. 5 goals, 7 assists for her. 10 points for Maggie Sem, the senior forward. 8 points on the year for Olivia Weisberg. 5 points for Paige Ackerman. 3 points for Lindsay Larson. The season goaltending, Amber Borkus, 5.5 games played, 89.8% save percentage, and a 2.12 goals against average. Her dad and uncle were both pretty good goaltenders back in the day. They played for the midget program back when Oilers hockey was a thing back in the late 90s. Amber Borkus leads the way. They won at Williston on the 12th of December. 7-0 was the score in that one. But Jets having a pretty good year. Let's look at the Toros now in the North American Hockey League standings. The Austin Bruins lead the Central Division with 32 points, tied with the Aberdeen Wings, who also have 32 points on the year. Minnesota Wilderness are in sole possession of third place, 31 points for them. Bismarck and Brookings are tied for fourth with 30 points. And Marty Murray's Minot Minotauros are in sixth and last place inside the Central Division. The Toros sit on a record of 12-11-3-1 for 28 points on the season. They've scored 75 goals. They've given up 83 on the season. Still have an over 500 winning percentage. They're 3-1-1 in their last 5, 5-2-2-1 in their last 10. Austin Bruins are 7-3 in their last 10. Let's check in on Colby Enns, the senior at Minot High School that plays for the Toros, the D-man committed to play at the University of Nebraska, Omaha, Division I college hockey. That's where Mason Morelli is playing, I should say. That's where Jordan Willard played his Division I college hockey career as well. Colby Enns, 26 games played for the Toros, 5 goals, 7 assists for 12 points, averaging just under a half a point per game. 27 minutes and penalties on the season. Nice year for Colby Enns. Senior in high school, currently sitting 6th in scoring for the Toros with 12 points. 31 points for Miroslav Buka. 19 goals, 12 assists for him. 27 points for Grant Lovin, headed to Northern Michigan to play D1. 19 points for Nolan Sawchuk, the D-man. Alex Adams, 17 points for him. Austin Dollimer, 17 as well. That's how the Toros sit at the midway point of the season. Thrifty White Drug Intermission Report will return in just a moment after we pay the bills and hear from the sponsors. We'll come back and get you geared up for the third period. It's Minot High and Bismarck High. Magi looking to see if they can erase the 1-0 deficit here tonight with the Demons in the lead. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knop. I'm the manager of the UPS Store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS Store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS Store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planet Pizza. All systems go for lunch. Frequent supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Minutes is all that's left tonight in this West Region showdown of boys high school hockey. Can Bismarck High hang on to a 1-0 lead, or do the Magi from Minot High have a solution to Mike Peluso's riddle here tonight? Magi return back to the ice in those home white sweaters. They're late arriving back to the ice surface. Will they get penalized here? Highly doubt it. But the Demons have been out and waiting for the Magi for a while. Just about set for our third period of play. Austin Martin, the goaltender for the Demons, sets up on the left side. Odie Nelson sets up on the right side. Minot High will travel from the right to the left, left to the right for the Demons. Shorthanded for the first 7 seconds of this third period of play are the Magi. Well, hope you're buckled in tight and ready for a third period. If you're a Magi fan, you're either going to be in store for a thriller, come from behind win tonight, or you're going to sit and be disappointed. If you're a fan of Demon hockey, you're hoping Austin Martin can continue to play superb like he has in the entire night tonight. He's seen 13, he's stopped them all. Hasn't had much of a workload here tonight, but enough to keep him busy. Minot High's at full strength, and we are rolling for the third period. 14 seconds in as Sardelli brings it into Minot High's defensive zone. Glove side of Odie Nelson. Sent in front of the Magi. Net goes back to the point. Leonard turns it in. Leonard's trying to feed it to Sardelli on the doorstep of the back door. He fanned it. Came away now to the Magicians and out to center. Vial off to Stenberg. Stenberg's in with it. Offensive zone. Back over to Vial. Vial just couldn't handle the one-time give and go. Comes back away at the half board. Sent underneath the Demon net. Handled here by Olhauser. He works it up to the near side wing. Spun up to the point to drive. Comes in and just wide off of Logan Broughton. Stenberg, top of the circle, got it to Vial. Sent it in, but wide. Puck comes back to Vile. He sends it down to the corner. Vile crushed to the near side wing. Puck comes up to the near side boards at center ice, right at the center ice stripe. Puck is handled here by the Magi, and Stenberg, he got it back away to Broughton, who moved it into the offensive zone as the Magi change all the forwards up front. That frees some room for the Demons, and they bring it in with Olhauser. He dumps it in, then it's taken by Opposda. Hammered up the boards out to center ice. Demons send it right back in behind Odie Nelson, and on the retrieve, picking it up is Logan Broughton. Broughton down to the corner. Trying to free it back away to Opposda. He did, and now Opposda starts the rush to center. Opposda off of Bergerud. Bergerud had it hit the back of his skates. Frees it now for the Demons, but Bergerud takes it away. He's back in with it only momentarily. He lost the foot race, and the puck is picked up here and worked away by Deeks. Magi take it over. This is Deal. Underneath the circle. Shoot in front of the net. Jack Plamo was there waiting for it. Sloppy again for the Magi, not able to make anything happen, are the Magicians. 1-0 Demons with the lead. And the puck in the offensive zone with 14:50 to play here in the third period. Puck is freed over to Petrie at the half boards, far wall. Underneath the net behind Odie Nelson. Loose in front of the Magi. Net it comes, and now the Magi with Plemmel out to center. He's in with Bergerud. It's a 2-on-3. Plemmel tried to make a move. He was stood up at the blue line there by Olhauser. Olhauser has the puck down. He frees it away to the near wall where it's taken by Heinert. Heinert moves this one up to center off of Petrie all the way down. Icing the call with 14:24 to play here in the third period. Well, Minot High has the game plan of trying to tighten some things up. You heard from Jordan Willard in between periods. Not overly impressed with the compete level of the Magicians tonight or the execution level of the Magi either. They only have 14 shots on goal. Keep in mind they had 33 on the goaltender Ackerman when Minot High was at Bismarck High on the 12th of December. That was last week. They outshot the Demons 33-21. They still lost 5-3. Different story here tonight. 1-0 hockey game. Demons with control of the puck. Loose in front of the net. Comes away to Odie Nelson. Stick side. Make a glove side. Played with the stick, however. Puck is taken and worked up the near side wall, and it's taken back away to Lennartz. And Lennartz carries into his own territory. Drops it back around the end wall, and it's going to be worked back away to the far side wing. On that center ice, Fillion trying to get a handle on it. Puck is dumped back down in behind the Minot High net as the Demons with control and Heinert. Then Broughton takes it away. Broughton moves it away to the top of the circle, far wall, in front of the Magi bench. Threw it up to Nelson, and Nelson mishandled the pass, and back in come the Demons. Zach Kuhn takes it towards Odie Nelson. Poke check, Nelson moved it aside. Taken here by Graydon Stone, delivered back. Centering feed in. Sardelli sends it up and off the blocker of Odie Nelson. Big stop there from Odie. Broughton hit on the far side half boards. Broughton still down on his knees. Demons have control of the puck. And it's taken here now by the Magicians, moving it forward up to Vile out to center. Minot High goes for a change, comes back away by the Demons. This will be an offsides. They have to wait to touch up on sides as Peterson brings it out to center. Peterson's in. Has Stenberg streaking towards the net, threw it towards the goal, but it's taken by Martin, and he'll glove it. Stashes it into the catching mitt, he hangs tight to it. 12:44 to play in the third. Demons up by a goal at 1-0. Sloppy third period for Minot High. Communication hasn't been fantastic for the Magi. Face off on the blocker side of Martin. Braxton Neese has to come in and take the draw. He wouldn't cooperate with Eric Steele on getting his skate on the right side of the hash. Underneath the net, Brent Davis sends it in front, up to Stenberg. Peterson tees it up from the line, a drive comes in. Stop is made by Martin, it's dropped back down. In behind the net, Stenberg sends it out, back to the point. Haberman has it. Haberman sends it in, redirected, it went wide. Puck comes back away on the near side half boards, up to Peterson. Sent in, loose in front. Stenberg a backhand, dropped down. Davis has it again, back over to Stenberg. He moves it back to the point, and Haberman couldn't handle the pass. Puck comes back into the Minot High end. Haberman controls back to Peterson. They work it back in their own territory. Peterson twirls with it back in his own end. Back over to Haberman. And now Haberman soccers it up to himself. Crosses over the center ice stripe. Dumps it in. Magi go for a change. And Broughton's back on the retrieve. Broughton tried to bump it back away to Haberman. He does again. Here's Stenberg with a backhand. No-look pass. Taken away there by Petrie. And now Deals on the forecheck as he dumps it back into the offensive zone. Demons with control of the puck. Flashes of brilliance tonight for the Magi. Brilliance probably isn't the word. Flashes of okay hockey at times for the Magicians. Oh my goodness! What a hit from Logan Broughton on the near side wing. Loose in front of the Magi net. Broughton's going to find himself a seat in the sin bin. What will the call be from Gar McCrimmon here as Logan Broughton absolutely crushes? Was it Zach Kuhn or Dane Sardelli? Roughing's the call. My, oh my. That one happened right in front of us. That was a bone-crushing hit. 11:21 to play in the third. Demon power play comes back out. Gar McCrimmon had the roughing call on Logan Broughton. Everybody seems to be all right. No trainer needed. Face-off on the blocker side of Odin Nelson. Off the draw, Devin Blada, the linesman, went to the ice and hard. Blada seems to be hurt. He limps all the way up to neutral ice. Here's Petrie, a drive, sent it in and went wide. Comes back to the top of the circle. Graydon Stone. Deal gets a stick on that attempt, and Deal just sends it out. All the way back into Demon territory. 1:35 on the Demon power play. Their second of the night. Into the offensive zone. It's taken here. Leonard sends it in. Pad save after it was Sardelli looking for his second of the contest. Bottom of the circle, it comes down in behind Odin Nelson. Wraparound, stop, save, rebound. Nelson turns it aside again as Sardelli handles at the top of the circle on the blocker side. Works it back underneath the circle now. It's Graydon Stone back to the point. Sardelli sends it in. Odie saw it all the way. He goes down into the butterfly and gobbles it up. 10:27 to play here in the third. 1:07 remains on the Demon power play. Once again, only one penalty on each side up until this point in the hockey game. Logan Broughton had a holding call in the second. He is charged with a roughing here in the third. Puck went up and out of play. Souvenir finding a fan over behind the Magician cheerleaders in the front row. In the defensive zone on Nelson's blocker side. Magi trying to kill off the next minute 5 as the Demons have Petrie in on the draw against Philly, and Petrie wins it back up to the point. Heinert has it. Dropped it back down. Taken away by Fillion, and he'll launch it all the way down. Magi coaching staff calls for a change. Fillion comes back off. It's Haberman along with Opposda. On the back end, it's Stenberg up front with Vile trying to kill it off as Heinert gains a head of steam, brings it into the Minot high end. Sardelli tees it up, and Odie Nelson stops that one on the glove side and hangs tight to it. That one went to the glove hand of Odie Nelson. He's shaking that glove hand. He didn't catch it with the mitt. It kind of caught him on the wrist. Odie in all sorts of pain down there. He's set and ready. Still made the stop, however, and held on for no rebound. Back to the point, slap shot. That time it finds the leather mitt, and Odie catches it in the glove. He'll hang tight to it. Face-off coming to the junior goaltender's glove side. Eye of the Tiger plays inside the Pepsi rink. Here's a drive off the draw. That one from the stick of Chase Furman. Went behind the net. Demons have control. 25 on the power play. Drive comes in. Hit traffic in front. Then it's Haberman tattooing it up the wall. Couldn't clear the zone. Haberman trying to clear again. Taken here by TJ Ball, and Ball's got it behind the net. Taken away by Opposda. He'll launch that one 200 feet all the way down. That one went right on goal, and the stop is made. As Austin Martin had to be sharp on that 200-foot attempt. Back in with it. Demons have control. TJ Ball, the shot juicy. Rebound from Nelson. The Magi are back to full strength as Ball has it in the corner. Back in behind the net. Mason Deal chipped it high up off the glass over to Logan Broughton trying to clear the zone. Then Broughton was run into. Broughton gets the puck back and Broughton brings it up through center ice. Ball all over Broughton. The shot save. Rebound. Loose in front of the blue paint. All rolled right through the blue crease. Broughton almost made it 1-1. Just couldn't find the back of the net. That one swept aside and it comes back away over to Deal trying to clear it. Comes all the way back out to center ice where it's going to be taken here by Peterson. Peterson off to Hertz. And Hertz moves it away off to Deal. And now the Demons are back the other way in the Minot High defensive end. In thinking to stop Nelson. Save is there. Odie came out. He jumped at it kind of like Dominic Hasek back in the day and Rob Petrie. Petrie out with it. Brought it back to Heinert. Now at the line. Drive comes in. Good save. Odie jumps on top of it at the top of the blue paint. His 26th save of the hockey game. And a big one. Face-off will come on his blocker side. And now a call here on the Magicians and into the box. For the Magi goes Haberman. A hooking call. And the Demon power play comes back out with 8:16 to play in the third. 1-0 Bismarck High. Minot High just got done killing off a 2-minute roughing call on Logan Broughton, and now it's time for more specialty teams for both clubs. Can the Magi kill off another one? Philly at far side wall trying to clear the zone. Can't. Peterson works on Graydon Stone, who's got it here. Stone quarterbacks the power play. Works it back up to the point. Heinert back to Stone. Backdoor drive over. What a stop. Odie Nelson robbed. Petrie on the back doorstep. They should cue up Eye of the Tiger again. Odie Nelson has it dialed in tonight. 7:56 to play here in the third. Odie slid across into splits and then gobbled it up. Caught it right in the midsection. Hung on to it as the Magi bring out a new unit. Broughton's back on the point with Peterson. It's Weil and Stenberg now is with a backhand. It's pitchforked out to center, short-handed. Stenberg had the attempt trying to clear the zone. Leonard's dumped it right back in. On the retrieve, Broughton moves it out to center. The rolling puck will come all the way down the length of the ice on the blocker side of Martin, where it's going to be set up here by Drew Leonards. Leonards moves it out to center. Petrie cross ice dish into the zone. Comes Joey Heinert. Drop back. Sardelli sends it in. Peterson took it on the side of the knee. He stands in pain as the puck dropped off the glass to Sardelli. They set up shop on the power play. Do the Demons. Stenberg trying to take it away on the far side wing. Stone has it. Minute 3 on the power play. Bismarck High up by a goal with 7.5 to play here in the third period. Minot High trying to see if they can kill off another Demon power play. The remaining 50 seconds out for Bismarck High. Sardelli, bottom of the circle, intercepted there, and Jake Weil throws it all the way down. Another shot on goal for the Magi. That one from 200 feet again as the Demons bring it back in. Graydon Stone near wall. Nice and slow approach taken by Taven Hertz, and Hertz wraps it around the end wall. Out of the zone it comes, and all the way back into Demon defensive territory as the Magi with Plemmel on the prowl. 23 seconds to play here on the kill. Hertz takes it back into his own territory. Back on a Sunday stroll is Hertz. He's being hounded. Now Hertz coughs it up. Puck comes back. Center slot. Swoop shot. Odie Nelson makes the stop. And then the puck taken by Opposda. And he'll launch it all the way down. Minot High's kill scary at times, but they kill off another one. 6:13 to play in the third. Minot High down by a goal. Demons are back in with it over the Minot High stripe, but off sides is Dayton Deeks. And the faceoff comes back out to neutral. Well, in the last 6 years, Minot High and Bismarck High have had some dog fights. None last year. The Demons crushed Minot High 6-1. 6-1, 10-1, and 6-0. The year prior, Minot High won 4-2 and 6-2. Then they lost 5-1. 2015, it was the Demons that lost to the Magi 5-1 and 4-3. That's the closest contest in the last 3 years. The 4-3 affair that the Demons won in 2015. 1-0 tilt here tonight. Late to the contest, 5.5 to play roughly in the third period. Demons with control of drive, and they score again. That one goes off of Odie Nelson's blocker. And into the back of the net, Landon Fisher makes it 2-0. Well, Landon Fisher picks up goal number 1 on the season, point number 3. It went off of Odie Nelson's blocker, fluttered up over the shoulder and into the back of the net. So the Magi are down by 2 with 5:37 to play here in the third. Landon Fisher's first goal of the season. Off the draw at center ice. Puck taken here by Stenberg. Dumps it into the offensive zone. Demons back on the retrieve with Leonards. He'll push it out to neutral. Demons are back in with it. Petrie walks it down. Loose in front of Odie Nelson. Puck comes back away onto the tape out to center ice. Here for Jake Vile. Vile center slot. Sends it in. Went wide. Puck comes back up to Peterson. Down through center ice. It's dumped back in behind Odie Nelson by the Demons. Opposed on the retrieve. Opposed to hard off the glass. Frees it out to center. Drew Leonards on the retrieve. Leonards turns it the corner. Back near side wing. Brings it out to center. Then the Magi are right back in with it. Stenberg from Vile, but they're whistled for the offside. 4 minutes, 49 seconds to play here in the third period. The Demons are up by 2. Shots are 28-19 in favor of Bismarck High. Fillion out on the draw. He's got Murphy along with Plemmel. Haberman's on along with Broughton. Face off one back up to Haberman. He'll dump this one into the offensive zone. Zach Kuhn gloved it and sent it right back out. And in doing so, he ices the puck. Face-off will come back on Martin's glove hand side. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to play here in the third period. Minot High trying to erase a 2-goal deficit. It's 2-0 Demons. Stick around for a Buffalo Wild Wings post-game show tonight. Buffalo Wild Wings Beer Sports. Check out their lunch menu also. Big hit it behind the Bismarck High net. As soon as the Demons touch, Minot High is going back to the power play as Nick Murphy was absolutely railed. It's going to be an elbow or a rough on Graydon Stone, and Stone doesn't like the call. Roughing. It was a rough for sure, and here comes the Magi power play. Can the Maroon and Gold get something done here on the man advantage? They scored 3 against the Demons in Bismarck. Unable to pot one yet tonight. It's getting late in the contest. It's time with 4:33 to play here in the third. Berger, top of the circle, near side, back to the point. Broughton has it, sends it in, whistled up and wide. Puck comes back onto the tape for Stenberg. Then he threw it to Berger, and Berger lost a handle on it. Petrie's back in. Petrie shorthanded, sends it in. Odie Nelson makes the save. Goes into the butterfly, and he corrals it. Face-off will come on Odin's glove hand side. Puck came up to Berger at the point. Usually has pretty good hands, does 37 White, but that time it escaped him. Berger exits the ice now, and on comes Haberman. Face-off on Nelson's glove hand side. Magi sent it all the way down. Demon goaltender Martin plays it at the side of the net. That would have been an icing on the Magi. Broughton at center ice. Moved it up to Haberman. Tried to go to Vile. Scrum for it inside the Demon zone. The Demons get it back, and they whistle it all the way down. Nelson out to play it behind his own net. Left it behind here for Broughton. 1 minute, 13 seconds to play on the power play for the Magi with 3:40 to play here in the third. Down by 2 are the Magicians. Stenberg back in with it. Walker's side of Martin takes it back in behind the net. Puck is wrapped around by the Demons all the way around the end wall off the kick plate on the bottom of the boards. Rolls all the way back to the right of Odie Nelson's cage. He's on to play it. And Broughton turns on the burners now as he moves it up to center off of Stenberg. Stenberg threw it across the neutral ice zone, across the blue line. Demons regain control and they dump it down. 36 seconds remains in the Magi power play. John Grubb, Jordan Willard, and Jason Bennett look onward. This Magi power play hasn't been anything to write home about, that's for sure. Fillion trying to change that now. He walks in coast to coast and whistles one off the blocker. Puck's underneath the net of Martin, near side wing. Fillion back to the point. Up to Haberman. Now Fillion, top of the circle. Across the slot it comes. Peterson sends it in. And the stop is made. Martin went down into the butterfly, and he hangs on to it. 10 seconds is all that remains on the Magi power play. 2:42 on the game clock. 2-0 in favor of the Demons here in the third period. Shots are 29-21. Bismarck High with the lead and the advantage in the shot category. Demons win the faceoff of their own end. Deeks worked it up. Haberman held it in at the blue line after the clear attempt, and it's whacked around the end wall by Leonards. And here come the Demons with Petrie. They go back to full strength. Back in Minot High's defensive end, thrown towards Odie Nelson. Odie's going to fall on it. On the blocker's side of the net with 2:22 to play here in the third. Well, next up for the Magi, they head to Roseau, Minnesota on the 28th of December after Christmas. They take on Eau Claire at 4:30 in the Roseau tournament on Thursday. Friday the 29th, Minot High plays Lake of the Woods at the Roseau tournament. Here's a try from the line. That one gobbled up by Nelson on the Dayton Deeks attempt from the blue line. Meanwhile, Grand Forks Central's at Bismarck High on Friday. Red River's at Bismarck Century. That should be a dogfight. Saturday, the Magicians are at the Roseau tournament playing Roseau. And Century and Central switch spots. Slap shot from the point. That one was a rocket, and look out. That one hit Blake Nelson right in the head. He went immediately down to the ice. He's back up, and he's skating off for the Magicians. Trainer for the Magi almost came out of the ice. Nelson's just going to go right down to the tunnel. That was a rocket that hit Nelson right on the melon. 2:11 to play here in the third period. So Century and Bismarck High host Red River and Central. Following night, the two teams switch. Best in the East play the best in the West. I think that's fair to say after Bismarck High looking to win 2 in a row against the Magi here at 17 and 18. Century's the clear-cut favorite in the West region. Thought maybe Minot High would be the team to beat. Only losing Enns and Bennett. They lose quite a bit of firepower up front. But they returned quite a bit too. They were pretty good last year. Century with that top unit, the way they performed this year, a different story. Back in with it for the Demons, firing towards the net. Odie Nelson gloves it as that one went all the way up, almost into the rafters. 1 minute 28 seconds to play here in the third, 2-0. Demons have the lead on the Magi. Yeah, we talked about it earlier on tonight. 93 points combined in 8 games for the top 4 producers from Bismarck Century, led by Kirkland Irie. 30 points on the year. Timeout called by the Magi. We'll do the same thing. Down 2-0 with 1:28. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
As we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knop. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Timeout comes to a close for the Magi, down by 2 with 1:28 to play in the third period. Face-off on Odin Nelson's blocker side. Minot High's coaching staff, Grubb, Bennett, and Willard, draw up a plan to see if Minot High can muster something up here. You'd have to think as soon as they clear the zone, Odin Nelson will be coming off for the extra attacker. Trying to clear it on the Hail Mary pass was Haberman, but it was pinned in at the blue line by Drew Lennertz. Puck taken here now by Vile up to center ice. Brent Davis across the center with it. There goes Odin Nelson. He skates off, extra attacker. Puck pushed to the corner by Martin, taken now by the Demons. Underneath their own net on the far side wall. Puck is going to be held in by Davis under the circle. Davis, far side, bottom of the circle, looking to drop it back over to Vile. He does. Under a minute to play in the contest. Back to the point. Broughton has it. Turns it towards the net. Knocked down by Petrie. And now it's pushed out to center. Graydon Stone on a breakaway. Empty net, and he scores. 3-0 Demons. And that's going to put the nail in the coffin for the Magi with 43.9 seconds to play here in the third period. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, but she's warming up the vocals down in the Zamboni room right now. You can hear her down there. Off the draw. Demons with possession again. They bring it into Minot High territory. In front of Odie Nelson. TJ Ball sent it wide of the net. Magi bring it back out. Jake Vile back in. Vile turns it towards the net. Whistled that one up and wide. It comes back out to center ice. Taken here by Brent Davis at center. Now Stenberg, he lost the handle on it. Schmidt at center ice takes it and dumps it all the way down. 14 seconds to play here at regulation. 3-0 Bismarck High. They will improve to 7-0 on the year. This game doesn't count for West Region points, so 7-0 is where they'll stand. Vile takes it, throws it right in the no zone. Center slot came back away out of the tape for TJ Ball. Fired it on, and the stop was made from Odie Nelson. Game comes to a close, and the Demons win. 3-0 over Minot High. Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show is next. Demons improved to 7-0 on the year with the 3-0 win tonight over the Magi. Minot High falls to 4-4 on the season. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
We serve. First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Knop. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. All systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vibeto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza. It's time for the Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show. Let's go back to the press box. For all of the highlights, stats, and analysis, once again, here's Nick Holberg.
Scoreboard inside of Pepsi Rink is frozen at 3 for the Demons, 0 for the Magi, in a West Region affair tonight that didn't count for points. It wasn't towards conference play. An exhibition game, if you will, tonight. The Demons walk out of the Mesa Arena perfect on the year, still at 7-0. They win again tonight, 3-0. Nick Holberg here for the Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show. Jordan Willard, ice level for Coach's Corner after the contest tonight. I know these are much more fun if the outcome's different tonight. Is there any takeaway that you can take out of a game like this where you guys only muster up 22 shots, you can't find a goal in the hockey game? Is there any big positive that you can build off of heading into the holiday break in the Roseau tournament, or is this kind of one of those somber nights that there just isn't a whole lot to really write home about?
Well, I thought Odin Nelson played a pretty good hockey game. Just a couple across the goal line there. He battled extremely hard back there. Well over 90% for save percentage, and that's what you ask for out of your goaltender.
Penalty kill was good tonight too at certain points. Power play obviously has to get better. What's your thought on that?
Yeah, I mean, power play is not a right. It's something you have to earn, and we have some kids, going out there, and I don't want to say they're not working hard, because they're working hard. There's a lack of intensity on pucks. A big thing on power play is a puck in the corner. You got to have two guys in there. You got to outnumber. Well, we're just flying solo right now. We just got to get some continuity and get some guys that are willing to work hard. Power play's got to outwork the penalty kill, and right now it's the opposite for us.
Short memory for you guys. Let's talk again about tomorrow night, that alumni game. Why should fans of Minot High hockey come out and enjoy tomorrow night?
I don't know. You got a bunch of old Minot High guys that are going to skate around, sweat a little bit, and have some fun. That's what alumni games are about. Like I said, we've had a lot of good hockey players come out of this city, out of this high school, and it's exciting to get back out on the ice and have some fun. I think more so it's a social event. It's a chance for us to all get together and hang out and have a good time before you settle in with your family before the Christmas break.
Sure appreciate your time tonight. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and we look forward to seeing you after the new year when Minot High returns back to region and conference play.
All right, thanks for everything, Nick.
Yep, that's Jordan Willard, the assistant coach of the Minot High Magicians. Frustrating night for the coaching staff and anyone that's a fan of the maroon and gold. They fall to the Demons tonight. Final score is 3-0. Here's how it went down tonight. 55 seconds into the second period, after we skated to a scoreless first, it was Dane Sardelli picking up his second goal of the year for the Demons. Dayton Deeks had the assist on the play. At 11:23 of the third period, Landon Fisher scores his first of the year. Dayton Deeks on the assist on the play. Zach Kuhn had an assist as well. And then at 16:17 in an empty net goal, Caleb Petrie sets up Graydon Stone. And Stone adds to his team-leading points with his 8th of the year, point number 10 on the season for Graydon Stone. Bismarck High improving to 7-0 on the season. Minot High falling to 4-4. When we come back to our Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show, we'll have the rest of the stats for you. We'll also have our Minot's Finest Collision Center stars of the game. The Demons win tonight over the Magi. 3-0's the final. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
Throughout the areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Kanam. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS Store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. 4 systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. 2 T-minus now it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.
Buffalo Wild Wings post-game show for a West Region affair tonight that didn't count towards conference points. Counted towards overall records, and Bismarck High remains unbeaten on the year. They're now 7-0 after they beat Minot High tonight 3-0. This is the Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show. Wings Beer Sports, the only place to catch the game. Check out the Buffalo Wild Wings lunch menu as well, located on South Broadway in Minot. Buffalo Wild Wings, delicious stuff. Minot High falls tonight after Dane Sardelli, Landon Fisher, and Graydon Stone scored for the Demons. Neither team scored on the power play. Minot High sat with 2 power plays tonight, 3 power plays on the other side for the Bismarck High Demons. Neither team found a power play tally in the contest tonight. Shots on goal 29 to 22 in favor of the Demons. 27 saves on the night for Odin Nelson, 22 perfect on the night for Austin Martin. Martin continues to shine for the Demons. Martin's been a nice addition to that goal paint after only playing 1 period last year. He backed up Kessler all season last year. He steps in now with a .67 goals against average coming into tonight and a .956 save percentage. Those numbers are only going to improve in his 4 games here in his senior season. Time now for our Stars of the Game tonight, brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. At Minot's Finest Collision Center, we ensure the proper procedures are followed to repair your vehicle so that safety features are maintained to keep you and your family safe. We are more than an auto body repair shop. We are Minot's Finest, 839-0989. Tough choices as always tonight. This is my least favorite part of the broadcast, but when you look at who is good tonight, you have to give credit where credit's due, and Bismarck High had the best players in the hockey game tonight, minus Odie Nelson, who's going to be my second star of the game tonight. Odie Nelson turns aside 27-29. Nice bounce back night for Odie Nelson after a few soft ones maybe against Bismarck High at Bismarck High. Tonight Odie was the best player on the ice, hands down. 27-29 he stopped, and he was big at times for the Magi. Those legs were kicking out pad saves and beauties delivered left and right in that middle frame. He had big saves in the third, and he was good in the first on the 5 that he saw in the first. Nelson will be a star of the game tonight. You have to give Dayton Deeks some credit. Deeks had 2 points in the hockey game. He was the point leader in the game. Dane Sardelli, I thought, was real good tonight as well for the Demons. He got the game-winning goal. So Sardelli, Deeks, and Odin Nelson are the stars of the game. And, of course, goaltenders world, we're all just living in it. Austin Martin deserves some credit as well as an honorable mention. 22 saves and the shutout tonight for Martin. Those are your Minot's Finest Collision Center stars of the game. Minot's Finest Collision Center ensures proper procedures are followed to repair your vehicle so safety features are maintained to keep you and your family safe. More than an auto body repair shop, we are Minot's Finest, 839-0989. Next up for the Magi, they head to the Holiday Tournament in Roseau, Minnesota on the 28th of this month. That's a Thursday. They play Eau Claire at 4:30. We will not be there with radio coverage. We do not go to the Roseau tournament. The following night, Minot High plays Lake of the Woods. And then Saturday the 30th, Minot High is at Roseau at 12 p.m. After that, the next matchup for the Magi is Saturday the 6th. Minot is at Williston. We won't have radio coverage of that one for you either. The next time that we do have radio coverage is Friday the 12th of January when Jamestown is here at the Pepsi Rink to take on the Magi at 5 p.m. That's a doubleheader night on January 12th. Get ready for Jamestown and Minot. Minot seeing if they can put it to the Blue Jays again. They won 7-2 there last Saturday night. Next up for the Demons, they've got a few games coming up. Dickinson is at Bismarck High on Tuesday the 2nd. That returns to conference play, but they have two coming up, one against Central, one against Grand Forks Red River coming up over the holiday break. And then one that people are going to be talking about Friday the 5th, it's Bismarck Century at Bismarck High, a 7:15 game at the VFW Sports Center down in Bismarck. That should be a good one between Troy Olson's club, the Century Patriots, who are undefeated at this point in the season, and Mike Peluso's Demons, who are also undefeated. Get ready for a fun finale on the second half of the season coming up. Special thanks to Jordan Willard for stopping by tonight, Mike Peluso for his time as always, Jason Bennett as well. Thanks to you, the listeners, for joining us tonight on 1390 KRRZ and, of course, at ProStyleProduction.com. Visit ProStyleProduction.com to stay up to date with Magicians Hockey and the radio broadcast all season long. Thanks to everybody for joining us tonight. Have a Merry Christmas. Make sure to leave cookies and milk out for Santa Claus. My daughter told me that that's the only way to make sure Santa Claus delivers the presents that he should if you're on the good list. We'll do that coming up this weekend. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Bismarck High gets the win. They remain undefeated inside of the 2017-2018 campaign. They beat the Magi tonight. 3-0 is the final score. I'm Nick Kohlberg signing off from the Pepsi Rink at Mace Arena. Good night and God bless.
The areas we serve, First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestad from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Hi, my name is Marshall Kanam. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Planet Pizza. 4 systems go for lunch. Frequent supper times a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This broadcast presentation of Minot High Hockey is brought to you by First Western Bank and Trust, Premier Chiropractic, Tecta America Dakotas, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Surf Valley Dental, Cadova Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, First International Bank, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Minot Hockey Boosters, Buffalo Wild Wings, IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Vivetto Orthodontics, Elevation, Pro Style Production DJ Services, the UPS Store, Bremer Bank, and Planet Pizza.